Wendy, man. The Wendy Williams Experience.
And now we're pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
What your ears are about to witness, the greatest queen of all time. Okay, party people in the house.
Turn it up, yo. Turn it up. This is it.
Allow me to reintroduce this queen. From west to east. Just better get it right. Y'all know the name. Wendy Williams. Been in this game for a while. I hate to brag, but
Ain't nobody
it is phenomenal.
like the queen.
Right here.
who the world is this with so much drama.
From yo block to yo block, heard of the number one female. Been doing this for years.
Every barbershop, beauty salon.
Who the world is this with so much
Again and again.
Wendy Williams.
Bringing your name up. A lot of you haters scared to death.
She at it again.
Wendy Williams.
She in it to win.
Wendy Williams.
She back and she staying.
Wendy Williams.
The ain't playing. I like to present you the winner of the Game Shoot of the Year award.
Once again.
Introducing the queen.
Oh, hey everybody. Welcome to the Wendy Williams Experience. Glad to be here with you. So we've got company today. 2 exciting guests. 1, Vanessa Williams, Queen of the Universe. Yeah, Vanessa's coming and she's got a new CD out. She's got a talk show that is a silent buzz. Originally, it was like all the big deal. But now all I hear about is Tyra Banks' show coming out. And I'm not hearing anything more about Vanessa's. So is it a go or not? Well, we'll find out. And she's coming in today for the Hour of Truth. And then the hour after that, which is the last hour of the show, it's Bushwick Bill. Yep. You know, he tried to attempt suicide. He lost an eye. Houston's in the news. It's a perfect time for a visit from Bushwick Bill from the Ghetto Boys. So keep it here for that. Plus, we'll talk the usual. Bill Cosby, Demi Moore. You know, it is what it is. It's the Wendy Williams Experience.
This is a Wendy Williams exclusive.
Kanye, this, yeah.
Let's talk about how we man. Gang this shit.
Mr. Engineer, please, some music. Would you give us a record, por favor?
WBLS 107.5. Hey, I really gotta know.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and distinction that I introduce to you the Queen of all media, Wendy Williams.
Hi, everybody. What's happening around here? Love is in the air. Valentine's Day commercials every place, right? People reminding you all what you need to do. You know what I forgot to tell you at the top of the show? That during Advice Hour, you know I love my lists and you know I love my surveys. So I brought something to the table today also. I have 10 tips for frugal daters. I was thinking about you because I know I'm not the only one who can be a tad frugal in certain departments of my life. And one would be dating at times. Like if I was a guy, I'd be frugal. You know, say we go out, 6 times a month. 2 of those dates would be, like a 5-star restaurant or something like that. But then 4 of them would be, dating on a budget.
You be a baller?
No. No, because dating is not girlfriend. When you're girlfriend, then, I don't know. I'm the opposite. I feel as though when you become girlfriend, that's when you go out to eat like at better places. 6 dates a month with your girlfriend, even if you're living together, you still make a date, or with your wife. All 6 of them would be, No, four of them would be, on the upper end of things, and 2 of them would be, cheapies. Let's go to, Ruby Tuesdays or something like that. But for dates, no, I'd be frugal. I mean, why do I have to impress her with my money? So anyway, shout out to AJ Calloway. I see your name in the newspaper today as Ray J. I'll be the one to correct it, since I always love talking about AJ Calloway's love life. AJ, it's not necessary for you to call. It's all spelled out here in the Daily News. Please don't try to correct anything. I choose to believe it the way it happened. You got dissed by Halle Berry, which, by the way, is not bad, because at least you were in the room to get close enough to her to get dissed. So you are to be applauded for that. But I know what he was riding on. He was riding on the whole dirty backpack look. From Eric Benet to the new guy, her new boyfriend that she got together with. What's his name? Michael Ealy. Yeah, they're both in Lackawanna Blues together. That's how they met. They got real close on the set. And then things just popped off. And so now they live together, he and Halle Berry. And I guess, AJ figured, well, why not let me give it a shot too? Michael Ealy, me, Eric Benet, we kind of come from the same strain of life. Wouldn't that be a correct assessment in terms of the dirty backpack thing? Yeah, sure. So AJ, I love you, baby. It says here, Halle Berry looked happy at Cipriani's on Monday after the premiere of Lackawanna Blues, and why not? She's she's executive producer, which means she's in the money. And then it goes on to say that the flick airs on Saturday night, and I've been reminding you guys to watch it, because although I haven't seen it, some people very close to me, whose opinions I value, some girls, they said that they saw it, and they were just, and we all had dinner afterwards. Like, they literally, I was the first one at the restaurant, then they came in. I'm like, why are you late? We just came out of Lackawanna Blues. It was the best, and we talked about that for a moment. So anyway, Jeffrey Wright is in it, Mos Def, and Delroy Lindo, and Jimmy Smits, Rosie Perez, Macy Gray, and all like that. So it says, even though Hottie Halle was guarded like Fort Knox over at Cipriani's restaurant, it didn't stop BET personality Ray J. Ha 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 ha. Damn, the one time you link with Halle Berry and they get your name wrong, I am here to correct that, people. It's AJ Calloway from trying to make time with her. Ray J approached Berry and shamelessly asked her to accompany him to a concert later that week. So asked her for a date. The actress smiled and blushed before politely turning him down. I think more guys need to be like AJ. Fearless. And guess what? Who cares that he got turned down? He got written up in the paper. I'm yapping about it right now. You'll take it and yap more, and it'll spread around. He did get with Mariah Carey, though. That's a 2 thumbs up with a bullet. 2 thumbs up and a condom. That's a confirmation. I know I attacked him on the red carpet and asked him that on my red carpet special. And did you see his reaction? But don't think that I got it twisted. That went down. He gets girls, mostly white girls. And Asian girls. I like to tease him with that. But good try though, there, Ray J. And about Lackawanna Blues, everybody. Okay, so in it, you're going to really be able to see the body language between Halle Berry and her new man, which, even though we've seen them in so many different, well, if you read In Touch, like I do, Life and Style, The Star, The Inquirer, People, Us, then you've seen pictures of them with the zoom lens camera, paparazzi laying in the bushes and seeing them together. It's definitely a go. They live in a house together. Halle purchased the house, and they got their thing going on. So apparently, but I've never seen them on the red carpet to be able to see their body language like with each other when they're not being spied on. So possibly the only time, anytime in the near future, any of us are going to be able to see body language and stuff is Sunday, March 6th at 9 p.m. on AB's. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. You know what? I'm going to be on vacation, so I'm not going to be able to see anything. But if I was here, disconnect that line. I have to admit something. I'm on Wisteria Lane Sundays at 9 o'clock. No exception to the rule. Damn. I'm glad I won't be here, so I won't have to make the choice. Wow. Who was I talking about? Art, did you just give me wrong information again? I'm looking at this guy. This is the guy that Hallie's messing around with. We just had the wrong name. It's Michael Ealy. What name did you say? Everybody knew who I was talking about. What did you call him, Rick Fox?
No, he wasn't in that movie.
Michael Ealy?
No, he's not. He's in another movie with Halle Berry.
Yeah, and I think it's the other movie that I'm getting confused. There's too much Halle going on right now. Lackawanna Blues comes on, I think, on Saturday night. Ugh, I'm so messed up. But I can tell you this. On Sunday, March 6th at 9 p.m. Okay, so we'll be here. This is good promotion. Way ahead of time. Something comes on ABC TV, not HBO. And that's the one that features Halle Berry and her new man, Michael Ealy.
Eyes Are Watching God.
Eyes Are Watching God is the name of it. Thank you. They met on the set of that. And that's where, they decided to start their thing. So we'll be able to watch their body language. Now, when does Lackawanna Blues come on? That's not even with Halle Berry. She produced it, but she's not in it. Right. Is she in it? She's not in it.
That's coming on Saturday.
Saturday. So I did have it right the first time. A lot of Halle going on. Good for you. Good for you. Can't wait for Vanessa Williams to come in. I love her. I was talking to one of the coworkers here in the office who was saying, they never really thought about Vanessa Williams before all that tumultuousness happened with she and Rick Fox. Then the way Vanessa handled the Rick Fox situation, the woman I was speaking to here in the office said she developed a whole new respect for her and she really loves her and stuff like that. Yeah, I've been on the Vanessa Williams train for a long time. I love this song right here. Did you hear about the latest woman in the Bill Cosby incident? There's another woman claiming that she was groped and molested by Bill Cosby 30 years ago. And can I tell you? She looks very much like... Who is this woman who looks like is famous?
Susan Sarandon?
A little bit of a Susan Sarandon look. A little bit of a Susan Sarandon look. You got to be kidding me. Yeah. This just came in. I thought that this was a typo. Ray J is on BET?
Yeah, he's on a show called The Center.
When does that come on?
It's a BET Countdown type show. We're here. So.
Well, okay, you guys, it was Ray J. Brandy's brother. AJ Calloway, I'm sorry. It did sound like a move you'd make. I was just thinking that they would. And the ow is not for you. It's for Ray J, by the way. AJ, Ray J. Oh, gosh. Wow, Ray J tried to kick it to Halle Berry.
He's fearless, too, though.
The nerve. He must have been trommed. I mean, trommed a little brown juice. Got his swagger on. Please. Don't nobody want to see that. Ray J.
Put that where? Back there.
What would make him remotely think that Halle, brown juice and chief, I guess. What would remotely make him think that a woman like Halle Berry wants anything to do with his adolescent mess? I give you points, little nigga. You got a lot of spunk. All right. You gotta be kidding me. Don't you know me? I'm Brandy's brother. Eyes hanging low from the chiefin'. Way too damn much jewelry on. You know what I'm saying? All young and wet. Stupid. Ray J.
Wendy, man.
Ex-boyfriend, he wants to fight me.
How old is everybody?
I'm 43.
Oh.
She's 38.
Oh.
And he's 40.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
WBLS, today's R&B and classic soul.
And the Wendy Williams Experience. Hey, everybody. It's 25 minutes after 2 o'clock. And my lunch delivery's here. I'm having tuna in a tub. Very light, low-fat mayonnaise. Very little bit of it, just enough to, mix it around. And a couple of water crackers and a diet Dr. Pepper. And my usual afternoon big bottle of water. That's my lunch. That works with LA weight loss. I can work with you too. Real food for real people. That's me and you. We want to lose weight. Do you like the lean cuisine dinners? Do you? Do you know that's a part of LA weight loss? Yeah, sure. The baked chicken, the baked fish. Do you like the beef portobello mushrooms from Lean Cuisine? I love those. Glazed turkey tenderloin, one of my favorites. Honey roasted chicken. Practically everything on Lean Cuisine is on the LA Weight Loss Program, which is fabulous. Plus, you can go to a lot of your favorite places to eat, and you get this blue book when you're on LA Weight Loss, and you carry it around, and it's great because it has the size of food and where you can eat and how many starches and vegetables and stuff like that. It's real easy. Plus a frozen food guide. Are you a frozen foodie? I'm not much of a frozen foodie, but you know what? I eat it. Lean Cuisine happens to be one of my favorites. Look, LA Weight Loss has been assisting millions of people to lose millions of pounds since they first opened back in 1987. I lost over 15 pounds on LA Weight Loss, and I feel splendiferous. You can do the same too. It's not a quick fix type diet. They teach you how to lose the weight and maintain the lifestyle for the rest of your life. And you will have a one-on-one weight loss coach who you can always call whenever. You don't have to make hard and fast appointments only to cancel them because you're busy with your life. You go in when you want and meet with your weight loss person. They're there every single day. Their program has proven healthy, safe, and lasting. Doctors all over the country recommend to their patients LA Weight Loss. There are hundreds of centers around the country. The clients, they got a client list like nobody's business. 1-800-448-TRIM. I'm proud to be part of the LA Weight Loss family. And if you have a few pounds that you have to lose or a lot of weight, go to LA Weight Loss. They can handle you and your meat. 1-800-448-TRIM. 1-800-448-TRIM. Who loves poetry? The Punani Poets are really something special. And that show is going to be at the Tribeca Performing Arts Center, which is on Chambers Street in Manhattan. The show is going to be on Monday for Valentine's Day. Wouldn't you just love to take your VAA? Will you be my VALENTINE? Yeah. Would you like to take your Valentine? All right, caller number 11 right now wins 866-GET-WENDY, the Punani Poets at the Tribeca Performing Arts Center on Monday. By the way, shout out to everybody in Passaic, New Jersey, especially the family of Brad Johnson. Condolences from the Wendy Williams Experience, and sorry to hear about what happened. Shout out to his fiance too, Sakina. All right, everybody, we're going to continue with a few more commercials, a song or two, and then back to the chit chat. It's 107.5 WBLS.
Broadcasting live, it's the queen of radio, Wendy Williams.
I'll be waiting on the line.
Hey, everybody. It's the Wendy Williams Experience. Special shout out to Danielle Smith, who starts off her facts by saying, "Dear Woody," for Advice Hour. And then she proceeds to say, "I need a man's opinion on the things I'm about to tell you." So we will save Danielle's facts for next hour. It's Advice Hour. Hour after that, our special guest, Vanessa Williams. And then Bushwick Bill will be in on the last hour of the show. Happy Ash Wednesday to all of our Catholic friends. The Pope is not doing so well. I mean, he's not able to give his Ash Wednesday service, but he will be giving it in the hospital to the doctors that are apparently taking care of him. He's in the hospital in Vatican City, I would assume, right? Yeah, of course. I saw, at first I hardly saw anybody. I saw one person with an ash this morning in my town, where the average age of a citizen is like 80. This one old lady had an ash on her head. And that reminded me it was Ash Wednesday. Then I didn't see any. And then I got into the city. I'm like, where are the people with the ashes? Where are the people with the ashes? I went to get a nail fill. And I was sitting at the window. And then I saw a lot of people walking past. Family style. Like, young boy and his grandmother. Or, parents and, all like that. So happy Ash Wednesday. Apparently there are no Catholics that work here at WBLS New York because I did not see any ashes.
We're Baptist.
Is anybody in this room Catholic? So are you Catholic? Trevor, you Catholic?
No.
Is everybody in here Baptist? I'm Baptist. Aren't you Baptist? Trev, do you know what you are?
Non-denominational.
Is that how you were raised? I don't mean what you are, in your own life, as an adult. I'm talking about Now, how were you raised?
My mother was Episcopalian.
Okay. And Sawa, what about you? Baptist. By the way, shout out to Keisha in Philly who says, Wendy, I'm going to your father's book signing on Saturday. I want to ask him where you being color struck stems from. I'll be tactful as to not upset him. Signed, loyal listener Keisha Sharp. I guess I'm supposed to be upset, yet I'm not. Keisha, here's what I would advise, though. If you're going to ask my father questions and get him all wrapped up in conversation, can you ask him while you purchase a book and he signs it? His book is called Talansky, and he's the fabulous Thomas D. Williams, my dad. And don't forget, Keisha, his book signing is going to be at the Borders Bookstore on Saturday, this coming Saturday, from 1 to 4 p.m. in Philadelphia on South Broad at Borders. So if you're going to ask him any foolishness having to do with this show, which I hate for my parents to even know about, actually, then please, and I appreciate you saying in advance that you're going to be tactful. And I am not color struck. However, he will manage to fashion it in some words that will probably go over your head. And I say that in the best way because a lot of what he says goes over my head. It always has. He doesn't speak like regular people. Hope springs eternal from the human breast. What? Oh. All I asked was, can you please pass the salt? Keisha, shout out to you. Hi, Daddy. Is anybody buying Jessica Simpson's dessert for their lover for Valentine's Day? Oh, okay. I didn't think so. How is that stuff moving? Does that move? I think Jenny and them probably enjoy it. Jenny, she's probably like 15, 14, 13, the whole Simpson thing. I saw her one time on HSN or QVC selling that stuff. She didn't have a personality. Her personality was terrible. She wasn't a good salesperson for her own stuff. And also, I felt like her dessert line did not fit the scheme of HSN QVC. I'm surprised they even signed her up. I guess it was a one-time shot. And then So Puffy is selling half of Bad Boy. Well, the other day I talked about it and I said, please disconnect that line. The other day I talked about it on the radio, saying that he wasn't selling it and good for him. Money must be right and so on and so forth, yada, yada, yada. But now I got this. It says, after refusing Warner Music Group's offer, Puffy is now expecting to sell half of Bad Boy Entertainment for at least $30 million. Baby's moms are kicking your ass, aren't they, Puff? Plus, you got a lot of expensive habits, including yachts and cases of Cristal and partying in Ibiza and whatnot. Not that many good hoes on the stroll either. Who's my bad boy? What's going on? Yeah. It's nice to know money's tight for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, Puffy's no different than you or me or, people next door to us. Let's see. Who's on the... It says, sources say Diddy is likely to sell half of his imprint after calling the offer undervalued 2 days ago. He got a chance to think about it, and he's come back. Word is that Puffy initially wanted to keep full ownership of the label. Warner and Puffy refused to comment on the contract, and nothing is yet to be signed. But and there's still a chance that he could pull out of the deal. So that's where that is. Hey, Kiana. Kiana says, Wendy, can you please repeat the lesbian from Wisteria Lane? I missed it because I was chasing my badass son, who's 2, who had the cat upside down swinging it. He's bad as hell. I know. Please, she says. That's Kiana. No, Kiana, you know who it is? Marsha Cross. Was it hard for you to guess? But you know what I'm also understanding? First of all her people in her camp are saying she is not a lesbian. Second of all, I'm also understanding that Marsha Cross found out that this news was going to come out, and she's given the news 2 thumbs up because she understands the value of good publicity, and this will just keep people talking. So she's a good sport. I still wouldn't be surprised if it was true. So let's get to Bill Cosby. God, I hate to have to hold his hand to the fire every damn day, but every day there's something new going on. Now I'm going to need more than a minute on this one. I just got the minute sign. Where is Dave? What is he doing?
He had to take his wife to an appointment, but he'll be here. In a few,
Doesn't she have her own car?
Yeah, but support though. They're married, Wendy. It's support.
Oh, must be something serious.
Yeah.
He'll be here later.
Yeah. He's going to be here for the comedy club.
Oh, that's right. Tonight's the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience. Get his chance to have his drink on after the show. Okay, well, Tweet's second album is coming out after nearly 3 years. The first album sold over 800,000 copies. And it's been 3 years. And next month, she will release 15 tracks on It's Me Again, due March 22nd. Two Girl Next Door.
It's me again, guys, for like 5 years. And I know you say don't cheat. I know, but I can't help it. I want to.
Do you have intention on getting married?
We're married.
Oh, my God!
The Wendy Williams Experience. Everybody needs some.
Should I leave? Like, is that selfish to my son?
Come get some.
Let me tell you, Wendy, it's really a trouble with a dude.
Advice out.
I'm having a problem with my fiance and his family.
I was in a relationship with this girl for like 18 months. She told me the relationship meant nothing.
Always drama.
Call Wendy right now. 1-866-GET-WENDY. Fax Wendy at 866-WENDY-FAX.
Wendy, can you give me advice on plastic surgery?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of show is this anyway? Different. How different?
Impactful. Cutting edge.
Let's take this form, this very American tradition of entertainment into the 21st century, the new millennium.
Okay, no. What's the name of the show?
The Experience.
I really like this. You know how I know? I'm getting a boner.
Have you lost your mind? Do you know how much mail we will get?
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
The content of the show is just politically incorrect.
Exactly. Who are the characters? You got characters involved?
We have three-dimensional characters.
What do you got?
How about
Pocono Dave?
Oh, here we go, dealing with these Negroes again.
Artie, life of the party.
Your eyes are closed, a mouth is a mouth, a toe is a toe, and a booty is a booty.
This is gonna be crazy. We're gonna hit it with the bomb diggity on this one. No, we're gonna get to star in the show because we need a star to carry the show.
The queen of all media, Wendy Williams, baby.
Folks will be outraged.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Yo, what up? This is Big Snoop Dogg, and you're listening to the Queen of Radio, Wendy Williams. You got to do it.
Hey, everybody. It's the Wendy Williams Experience. It's Advice Hour. Liza Minnelli. Remember I was telling you guys, and you probably read it in your newspapers too and heard it on like your entertainment news on TV and Entertainment Tonight and stuff, that Liza Minnelli fell out of bed the night before Christmas. Well, she's confessed that she had been drinking that night. As if we couldn't figure it out, but I'm glad she saved us, accusations. December 27th, a couple nights after Christmas, the fall left her semi-unconscious on the floor at her house. The butler, apparently, or whoever was working there at the house, heard the clunk on the floor and came in, and that's that. She said she relapsed, I had one sip. That's what she said. One sip. Mm-hmm. In the meantime, Lionel Richie's daughter, Nicole, who I just told you guys yesterday is going to be on the Soul Train Music Awards. She's going to be one of the co-hosts along with Fantasia Barrino and, some other people. Anyway, she is, in fact, engaged now to her boyfriend, DJ Adam Goldstein. DJ AM, they call him. And who cares? Okay. All right. Hello.
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
Well, I'm doing good.
We have somewhat a lesbian triangle.
Okay.
Are you willing to listen to our story?
Well, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Listen, I have another young lady on the phone. Her name is Tamaya.
Okay.
Right. And Tamaya and I, we met off this Philly party line, strictly for lesbians, yesterday.
Okay. Turn the music down. Turn the TV down in the background. There's a lot of noise.
How you turn on your
They
radio?
met on a party line.
Lo and behold, Wendy, me and her was talking for a long time yesterday, and I was like, well, your voice sounds pretty familiar. It sounds like my ex. Well, come to find out, we were seeing the same girl.
Wow.
Yes. And not only that, Wendy, the girl lied about having a degree.
Wow.
Lied about everything. She lied to me and she lied to her.
Yes.
And we are infuriated.
Yeah, but she's your ex, so now you all aren't planning on going back and seeking revenge, are you?
Yes, of course.
But I know, but you all, how old are you all?
I'm 26.
I'm 21.
What are you all doing on a party line? Particularly the 26-year-old. You all, come on now.
It's just another way of having entertainment within the lesbian community.
But you know what? Going back to seek revenge on an ex is so fruitless.
Okay, you're right.
I mean, yeah, it does absolutely nothing for either of you, except for absorb a lot of your time and thought.
Right. But what about karma? I mean, is it eventually going to backlash on her eventually?
Of course. Let karma handle her. In the meantime,
She used us for like a lot of money.
you all handle each other.
I've never seen her yet, Wendy.
Yeah.
Honest to God, I haven't seen her yet, and hopefully we're going to see each other before the weekend kicks in.
Yeah, but she used you for a lot of money. You're obviously not with her anymore. You let it ride, chalk it up to lesson learned, and, don't deal in that type of situation again. Whatever type of situation it was, with a liar, you want to check more carefully the next person you're involved with. With money, she used you for money because you allowed her to. Nobody went to your bank and pulled out that money. You did.
You're right.
So just chalk all this up to a lesson, and karma will handle her. In the meantime, you all have a nice day.
Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, karma always handles the evil. Dear Wendy, I'm a 39-year-old female, and my husband is 38. And Wendy, I'm so unhappy. I found out a month before our marriage that he has 7 or 8 kids. I really... You ask yourself first, why'd you marry him? I really don't know. I happened to be going through his paperwork at home and found 5 child support orders and was furious. But like a fool, I went through with the wedding. I have been married for 2 years now, dating 2 years prior to the marriage. And he lied to me the whole time. He told me he only had 2 kids. We don't talk anymore. Trust is out the door. I caught him cheating several times before we got married, once 4 months after the wedding. And he said that he has changed and he stays underneath me constantly. I work and I'm going to school to become a nurse. I don't have any kids with him. I have 2 children from a previous marriage. I think that I was just lonely, and now I've waken up and I'm so terribly miserable. I can't be by myself because he swears I'm up to something. Please help. That's from a lady I'll call M. She signed her full name. And her last name and her location. Which, you signing your first, last name, and location is indicative that you don't really think things through. Why would you sign this? I mean, I could say your whole name and just blow up your whole spot. Unless this is a fake name. Why would you marry the man who you'd been dating for 2 years? He told you he only had 2 kids. And you find out a month before the wedding he has 7 or 8? Look, you've dug your grave now. Lie in it. Or call a divorce. Well, because I'm saying she saw all the writing on the wall. How am I supposed to be easy on her? She says, help me. Well, help yourself. Call a divorce lawyer. And start with some therapy. And start learning how to be your own best friend. Get over this, I'm so lonely, I need to be married or be in a relationship with somebody thing. You're 39 years old and you have 2 children from a previous relationship that are looking at you for some sort of guidance to make them the best people they can be as adults. And right now, they've got a very poor excuse.
Some people are very needy.
Well, at 39, they'll get over it. Compartmentalize it into something else, Yeah, you need a divorce. So call up a divorce lawyer and get cracking. I wish you well. All right, this is for Woody. I'm going to read it. No, hold on. Let me read it to Woody. Let me read it to him.
All right, you read it to me. And then I'll answer.
All right, I will. Dear Woody, I need a man's opinion on this thing that I'm about to tell you. I'm a 29-year-old man, and I'm in New Brunswick, New Jersey. I work as a paralegal, and I love what I do, but my work demands most of my time, and I barely see my wife. We have had numerous arguments because she wants me to be at home often, and she knows that's impossible to be at home, especially when there are big cases going on. We've been married for 5 years, and she says that out of those 5 years, she's seen me only 3 years. Woody, I feel really bad that I'm not home, but I need to make money, and this is my job. And we had a talk last night, and she told me that she feels neglected, and I don't want her to feel this way. I love my wife to death, and usually when a woman feels neglected, she finds attention in another man, and I don't want that to happen. So, Woody, what should I do to keep my wife from straying? P.S. We don't have any children, but she wants to start a family ASAP. She's 27. She works at the prosecutor's office as a receptionist. And that's from Daniel.
All right. I'm ready. Man, she married you apparently knowing that you were already a paralegal with a very, very demanding work schedule. She also wants a baby. So, why don't you work on that? Occupy her time. While she's busy in the nursery, you're busy working. I admire him for continuing to work so hard. And he admits this is not about a jump off. At least this is what he's saying. This is about he's working. He's trying to put it down. More women need to understand that. Because it takes more and more money to just survive these days. We're not even talking about people who want to thrive, you know. But what you do need to do, perhaps, is step up the quality of time that you spend with her when you spend it. Because if you all are spending your time together for those few hours a week that you see her, and either you're arguing or she's sulking with a boo-boo face because, wow, you haven't been with me all week, then maybe you need to introduce, you know, some better ways to spend time together. Like trying to have a baby. Like going out to decent restaurants. After all, you do work all those hours. Peel. Take her to a movie. Buy her a puppy with a pretty pink bow or a light blue bow. You know, spend quality. What do you all like to do together? Rent a few DVDs. Did I say go out for dinner? When you work on this show, everything centers around food. I wish you well, Danielle. Your 27-year-old woman, yeah, she's a full-time worker at the prosecutor's office. Admirable. Maybe it's time to get her pregnant. You know. You ready? You should be. You work enough. Thank you, Daniel.
Okay. And for those of you who are interested in some tips for frugal daters, frugal meaning cheap, right up my alley. When I saw this, I said, I'm going to bring this to the show. There's 10 tips for frugal daters that I have for you. However, I do have to admit, only 4 of them I co-sign on. They say tip number, you know what? Shout out to all the white people that are listening. This list is more geared towards you all. Do some stargazing at a local college observatory. It's open to the public during the school year and it's free. You're not going to see no brother. Oh my gosh. Anyway, that's tip number 1. Here's tip number 2, and I like this one. Have a picnic or explore a state or national park. Okay, I'm only for the have the picnic part because it centers around food. And like Woody said, when, you know, we love food here. I like the idea of having a picnic as long as the blanket is big enough and thick enough. I don't mind sitting on the ground. Number 3, this is for the white people. See a music laser show at the planetarium? Who does that? If they said it's around $6 to get in. Number 4, this is for the clique. Check out a poetry reading or other events at bookstores. Sometimes there's snacks and beverages provided, it says. You cheap bastard. No. Number 5, and I agree with this one. Create a food-themed night and cook, you know, one person make the appetizer, the other one make the food, and, you know, you're in the kitchen and it's, you know, buy everything at the Sam's Club or something like that. That's fun. That's fun. Number 6, check out a local art festival, craft fair, flea market, or antique show. This normally wouldn't be something I'd be into, but after visiting a few of the flea markets and stuff like that, particularly like around Manhattan, and then when I used to have this condo in Daytona Beach, they had this really great flea market like near the airport. That's fun. That is actually a fun date. I co-sign with that one. Here's number 7. Attend a beer or wine tasting. At less than $10 each, you can get a buzz for your buck. Number 8. Take a dance class and tear up the dance floor with the hottest. Please. Number 9. Attend a student art show. Often there's free refreshments, you cheap bastard. Here's number 10. I agree with this one. Rent your favorite movie or see an IMAX movie for under $10. I like that. And you buy some plain popcorn and then you zhuzh it up. Like you buy the Taco Bell seasoning from the taco aisle and you dump that in there. Have you ever done that? You ever make your own popcorn?
Yeah.
You buy the caramel coating and in the powder form, you dump that in there and I mean, you can buy the popcorn like that, but it's so much nicer just to have all the little packets of flavoring. Broccoli and cheese popcorn. The Nor's aisle has great envelopes full of tasty spices that you dump it in the popcorn. Oh, my gosh.
Only you think of things like that.
Yeah. And I'm a double saucer, so therefore I'm a double packeter. You know, I can't just take one packet of taco seasoning, 2, so that every kernel is just Taco Bell delicious. Anyway, all right, so Advice Hour is continuing, and the phone lines are open, 866-GET-WENDY, 866-GET-WENDY, and don't forget, next hour, for the Hour of Truth, Vanessa Williams is coming in, so keep it where you got it. Thanks.
Wendy, man.
I got slayed so well. Made me do things I don't even do to my husband.
Oh, my God!
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Hi, it's Wendy Williams here to talk to you about LA weight loss. I lost over 15 pounds on LA weight loss, and I feel great. Right now, I'm on maintenance, and I'm maintaining my weight loss just fabulously. And I can share with you right now a few tips that I learned from my good team at LA Weight Loss. First of all, eat a meal or a snack before you go grocery shopping. It'll help you resist the junk food and the free samples. Also, fruits and vegetables should be fresh or frozen. Avoid the canned stuff, even if it says low sodium on the label. Also, try to shop for your groceries once or twice a week to avoid running out of fresh foods. Fresh foods are good for all of us, particularly our LA Weight Loss brothers and sisters. Listen, they also love Mrs. Dash on LA Weight Loss and Splenda. They recommend Splenda. Would you like to find out about LA Weight Loss? Find out how you too can drop some weight effortlessly and easy. And it is affordable as well. And you lose the weight and not the taste. Did I tell you that you can eat great stuff on LA Weight Loss? Like, all right, I like Ritz crackers. You know, I just had some with my tuna fish. Reduced fat Ritz crackers. You know, you can eat other great stuff. A little pasta, a little bagel. Do you like baked potatoes? You can do that. Ice cream, as long as it's non-fat or no sugar. English muffins. Don't you love that? Saturday morning with a little English muffin, a little piece of turkey bacon. Shut up. LA Weight Loss. I'm telling you, it's real food for real people who want to lose real weight. 1-800-448-TRIM. LA Weight Loss. You can chocolate syrup. I squeeze a little in my morning coffee. I'm allowed. Barbecue sauce. Why not? LA Weight Loss. I already told you that you can eat great stuff, including lean cuisines. 1-800-448-TRIM. It's LA Weight Loss. Real food. You have to call. Find out all the details. 1-800-448-TRIM. 1-800-448-TRIM. It's LA Weight Loss. And shout out to everybody over in Newark, New Jersey. On Saturday, the WBLS Short Shots are going to be playing the Newark Boys Choir at 1 Avon Avenue. And we're taking on the Easy Pass Violators. This should be a good game, and the proceeds benefit the Newark Boys and Girls Club. Isn't that great? Tip-off time, 7:30 in Newark, New Jersey. Now, if your organization would like to play us, I've got the Sure Shot hotline. It's 212-592-0556. We set up your game and we keep you connected with the community and whatnot. We're your station with today's R&B classic soul and the Wendy Williams Experience. Oh, and don't forget about the bonus hour. So I'm on not 2 to 6 anymore. I'm on from 2 to 7. And then at 7 o'clock right after me, it's Vaughn Harper and the Quiet Storm. And tonight, I'll be heading over to the Laugh Factory because it's Wednesday. So it's the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience at the Laugh Factory. Hopefully I'll see you there on 8th Avenue at 42nd Street. Okay, a few more songs, a little bit more commercials, and we'll come back with more Advice Hour next.
Wendy Williams.
You know, the way she dresses, she's a businesswoman. She's very intelligent, but, I mean, are people going to take her seriously?
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Hey, what's up? This is China Doll Hour, and you're listening to Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WBLS. Hey!
Vanessa Williams is in the building, everybody. Yeah. What is this, Fly Girl? Perfect. A fly girl. A fly girl. Mm-hmm. She'll be in for next hour, but like the true professional woman she is more than on time. Thank you, Vanessa, for that. Salwa, our intern, your mom and your auntie Bobby and Dana say that you are a born-again Christian. What did Salwa say?
She said she was Baptist.
All right. Well, you're not Baptist. You're a born-again Christian, says your family. And this person says, Wendy, from your white fans in Hamden, Connecticut. We don't do stuff like that. Well, thank goodness. A damn planetarium. Shout out to the whole Hamden, Connecticut. Thanks for turning us on. You know, everybody, we're about to enter into a new season of the year, spring. Spring is sprung, and it's all inside JCPenney. JCPenney, new sponsors to the Wendy Williams Experience, and I love them for being here. JCPenney has some great stuff. First of all, let's talk about beauty for 2005, what's hot and what's not, because I got this thing from this list from Beauty and Style magazine. They say, smoky evening eyes are out and colorful lids are in. Straight hair that you have to tug with your flat iron, girls, is out, and soft waves are in. Nude polish is out. They're back to the dark colors for spring. Forget the pink cheeks. It's all about the bronzy glow. And pouty lips are out. They like movie star red, just with the red lipstick. That's in. And you can find all this great stuff at JCPenney right there in the makeup department. They got a great makeup department, great fragrances. You know what else is big for spring? I got to go out and get me one too. I don't own a raincoat. I mean, I own one, but it doesn't have the belt. You know, it's a little bit longer, and I think I want one around my knees that belts, you know, real tight. You know, so then your waist is in and your jeans are showing and you got a little lacy something. You can get all that at JCPenney. They got it going on. Plus, they do hair. Highlights, lowlights, cuts, colors, perms, anything you need. It's all inside. It's a great place. The JCPenney that I like, well, the one near me is on Route 46. Yeah. I've gone in there and purchased towels. Great stuff. They've got a great bath section because everything matches. Are you like that? Do you still use that thing that sits in the front of your toilet? You know, the rug that's cut out in the shape of a U that sits in front of your toilet? Isn't that so your grandmother's house? I must confess, there's a bathroom or two at our house that I like that. I've stopped using the bowl cover, though, on the back. Do you use that? The shag carpeting bowl cover? I don't use that. But I do, yeah, you know, I like the tub mat to match the sink mat, to match the one around the toilet. And even though I don't use the rug on the back of the toilet, I do use the rug over the lid. You know, the round lid, the round rug. You can find all that stuff at JCPenney. It all matches. It's real nice. You get the accessories. Thank you, JCPenney, for being sponsors of the Wendy Williams Experience. Everybody, there's a new season and there's a new fashion attitude at a reasonable price. It's all inside JCPenney. Thank you, JCPenney. All right, let's continue with Advice Hour. I think that one too many things were thrown away over there. Damn. You gotta be kidding me. Taryn, did you throw away my advice? If you did, it's my fault. It's not your fault. So busy. Damn. You gotta be kidding me.
You said you were going to try to be more organized.
I try. You didn't remind me of JCPenney. I remembered that on my own.
Oh.
I'm trying. Damn. Go to the fax machine, please, and grab me something. Thank God people... Oh, never mind. Here, I found it. I found it. Thank you. All right. Dear Wendy, here's my situation. I'm currently in divorce court trying to get child support from my deadbeat child's father. However, he has not had a job on the books in over 2 years. I've gone to court at least 10 times in the last year, and half for him to bring in various forms of documents or to make payments. He had the nerve to show up at the last court date and I want to see if he'll show up on the next one. He's in the rears for over $5,000, which he's only paid $300 of that. I've been patient with him throughout the whole thing, and it's getting to wear me down. He has another child, which I doubt he pays for also. My problem is that he's unreliable, period, especially when it comes to my child. He says that he's going to do things and pick him up and never shows up, yada, yada, yada. Let me just get down to the question. My child asked me the other day why he couldn't go to his dad's house and I didn't know what to say. My question to you is, what should I do? I'm at a loss for words. I can't work a second job because I'd never be home. I can't talk to my family because they'll all tell me to just let it be. Wendy, I'm 26. I'm a single parent. I'm tired of this. What should I do?
Actually, another 3 minutes.
Well, it's too late to say make better decisions in babies' fathers because some of these unreliable traits probably kicked up before you took the condom off. So since it's too late to say that, I will just say you're wasting your time going back and forth to court with him. First of all, if he doesn't have a job on the books, then what does the court have to trace? This has to be worked out between the two of you. And what you need to do is get yourself an all-day babysitter and while you get with the father and you hash this out the best way you all can. Chances are he'll sell you a bunch of wolf tickets and he still will be unreliable. I understand what you're saying about that second job. Then you're going to have to tighten your financial strap and act as if this child's father is dead, because that is what he is, a deadbeat dad. And in terms of your child, it's not right to have a child not see a parent, but he's not holding up his end of the bargain. I would hate to be in this particular situation, and it's not, once again, it's not right to hold a child back from a parent, but you know what? This guy doesn't deserve to be a parent. I hold my kid back. I mean, what are you supposed to do? And the kid is asking why I can't go to daddy's house and so on and so forth. Say because daddy moved. I mean, you'll have to make up the best excuses you possibly can. I kind of go along with your family. She says, I can't talk to my family because they'll tell me just let it be. Let it be. He doesn't work on the books. You knew that when you laid down with him, no doubt. He probably wasn't reliable when you first met him, but you thought it was cute and that you could change him, that a child could change him. Sometimes the writing is on the wall. I understand you're 26 and you're living and you're learning. For this one, let it be. I mean, do what you can. Talk to this dude, one last time for the present time and see where he's at. Chances are he's going to lie. He's going to tell you, and don't do it in front of the child. You get a babysitter for that day and you go see him, or you all, agree to meet someplace and you hash it out. It's pointless to go back and forth to court with somebody who's not working on the books. Correct? Because they have nothing by which to base how much he's making. Yeah. And the next time, just make better choice in baby's father. I wish you well. I mean, what am I supposed to say? It's not right, but it is what it is. Vanessa Williams coming in next on the Wendy Williams Experience.
It's Wendy, man.
Hey, Wendy.
Hi.
My boyfriend gave himself a wet Susie or whatever. He said he almost burnt his off.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
The original Rude Boy, David Levy, reminding you to join me each and every Saturday from 7 p.m. to 10 inside the ballroom. And then come Sunday, it's the #1 Caribbean show in the world, Caribbean Fever, with its brand new time, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. And don't forget to listen to win tickets to the One Love tribute to Bob Marley, Saturday, February 19th at the Brooklyn Center for the Performing Arts from 107.5 WBL.
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
The fashion show started like a half hour late. Okay, so the next thing you know, it's Vivica Fox, 4 seats down. I lie to you not. So she said, hi. She said, I just wanted to introduce myself to you. You know, I said, hi, Vivica. How are you? I said, actually, we ran into each other in L.A. I didn't go into what it was, but it was when you were dropping it like it's hot in front of my husband at Janet Jackson's party. You know what you were doing. It was like West Side Story out in that motherfather.
This it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot.
Coming through your speakers, boy.
It's Wendy, man.
Put that where? Back there.
Vivica and Tamala Jones, they were both doing it, just dropping it like it's hot. You all, damn whoever made up that email blast, and you know exactly which one I'm talking about, that mentioned so many different celebrities, and you tried to put my name on it, because now here comes Vanessa Williams, friend in my head, and I hope she never read that garbage. Here she comes.
I come bearing gifts.
Yeah, you do, from Henry Bendel.
Well, you know.
Hi, you look wonderful.
Thank
You always look wonderful, though, Vanessa.
Thank you.
Here, thank you so much. I love Bendel. I think I hit your earring when I hugged you. Hello. What are you, down to a size 0 now? Skinnier than ever?
No. I mean, not like a 2-4.
You look great.
Yeah, haven't eaten in a while.
Vanessa, you haven't eaten in a while?
You know, it's like the quickest way to lose weight.
Vanessa, first of all, in the New York metro area, we get a chance to see the most beautiful, this advertisement, which is your album cover, right outside the Lincoln Tunnel. Did you see it?
I haven't, because I live in Westchester, so I come in the other way.
If it were me, I would make a trip just to look and fancy. If you go to the Daffy Dance parking lot, you can zoom in your camera and take pictures, but you're probably used to it. It is gorgeous. It's huge. It's right outside the Lincoln Tunnel.
Pink.
It's very
just
pink.
like your office. Yeah.
Do you like pink?
I do like pink.
I always pictured you to be too strong for pink. You know what I mean?
No, pink, you know, the right pink is cool.
Yeah. So Vanessa's new CD, everybody's called Everlasting Love. And
Thank you for playing it.
It features One Less Bell to Answer, which was Marilyn McCoo and Billy Davis from back in the day. Did you record that before or after?
I recorded this all during.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's still during.
Yeah.
But I recorded this all like in November.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
That's why I have the ticking clock at the end, because when you go through trauma, you wake up. Oh wait, for me, I always wake up in the middle of the night, and the first thing I look at is the clock, and it seems like time doesn't go quickly enough.
Wow.
So that's why I added that little tick-tock, tick-tock.
When do you think everything's going to be done?
I don't know. Who knows?
I love how we're talking, but we're not talking. I like
well, that's
this.
why I love Wendy.
Yeah,
by the way.
I'm talking, but I'm not talking.
Congratulations for you're like taking over the world. By the way,
I'm trying.
You're all over the place.
I'm trying to be you. What's up with your talk show?
We're still working on it. I mean, I haven't done like the pilot or anything, but we're getting ready to do something like that.
Because I know they're talking about the Tyra Banks talk show, and that's a good one too. I think both of you guys have what it takes, but you particularly, only because you've been a friend in my
you
head.
Gonna come on the show?
And
would
you invite me?
Absolutely. You kidding me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Listen, this is why I think Vanessa Williams' talk show would be fabulous.
It's in New York.
Number one, based in New York.
Right.
Number two, you are a woman of the world. You are, a 40-something, the new 30-something. You keep it together to drop it like it's hot. Do you understand? That's important.
Exactly.
That's important. You're a mother. 4
times over.
Yup. You have survived divorce, marriage, divorce again. You still have
almost,
a pop.
but
yeah, almost. We're talking, but we're not talking. You're what they call that triple threat. You sing, you dance, you act, you do proactive. Skin, like some of the things that you talk about, that's real women stuff.
It is. Yeah, that's why I do it, though.
You have a special relationship with your parents.
I live 5 minutes away.
Yeah.
So my kids see them all the time. I live in my hometown, which is,
Yeah. That would be a great show. Are you projecting for fall of 2006?
It's all up to, my deal's with NBC, so it's all up to what they're doing.
You can't even really think about that right now. You're promoting your CD.
Yeah.
When did the CD come out, Everlasting Love?
Last week.
Last week it came out. I've had my copy for a moment now. And if you're in New York City, on Friday night, Vanessa's going to be performing at the Carnegie Hall here in New York. And the tickets are $35 to $120. But for $200, you get the Gold Circle. What is that?
What is the Gold Circle? This is
John Johnson from the White Wealth Foundation. We're sponsoring the show.
Hi, John.
He booked the show, by the way.
You didn't know
Thank
that,
you,
Wendy?
John.
You didn't
Thank
know?
you, John.
Okay,
No.
yes. Anyway, yeah, we're putting on the show.
Okay.
We employed Vanessa and Carnegie Hall.
This is great.
Because we do it to raise money for children's charities. And that's what it's all about. In this case, we decided to do it for Tsunami. Because it happened after we booked the show, but we thought it would be a good idea to do that.
Yeah.
So what we want people to do is to come out and buy tickets to help people, but also it's Valentine's weekend.
Right.
Everybody's forgetting it's Valentine's weekend. A lot of guys are out there that forgot.
Right.
Ladies are out there that
This
forgot.
is perfect.
Come see Vanessa. I mean, it couldn't get better than
Friday
that.
night at Carnegie Hall, an elegant place. All right.
We have
so
a phone number that people can call for tickets.
212-247-7800. And I'll give that number again, but let me just get back to the $200 because you didn't exactly answer.
What is the goal?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't get the
No, it's
question.
okay. Because if we were talking in circles, then I'll drop it.
That is.
I don't mind.
That is meet and greet. You get to meet Vanessa personally.
That's worth it.
Yeah, that's worth it.
Can they take a picture of you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
With the cell phone camera. You know how they look and they line up. They look and they line up. Do you know what I mean? So that's great. All right. So to benefit Tsunami, Vanessa Williams is doing her part. Don't forget, it's Friday, February 11th at 8 p.m. at Carnegie Hall. And the tickets, you find out everything that you need to know here in New York at 212-247-7800. So can we talk directly? Just for a moment. I know that this is so weird for me, Art.
No, but that's your friend, though.
I know, but and as such, I don't really want to talk. But are you dating?
No.
Okay.
You kidding?
Yeah. Busy.
I'm busy. I got 4 kids.
Are you going to get alimony? Like, how does that all?
It's nothing's. Yeah. Yeah. It's still up in the air.
Are you guys taking your time with it, or is it something that you're aggressively, or he's aggressively pursuing to just move on with life?
It's taken time. Paperwork and stuff, but it's all been on him. So.
I was going to say, all right, because you were willing to perhaps work through, or
there was nothing to work through, and you know that.
Yes.
Right.
Because when it's on blast, that's it.
No. There was nothing. There was no incident. I mean, girl, I was going to call you the day that you were going crazy on the radio because I was. Of course, I listen.
Yeah, I know.
If not
you
daily, if I can.
You were going to bring Red Lobster today. You must know that we like the Red Lobster
that's why
here.
I brought you another red gift because they said that they were too busy.
It's fine, Vanessa.
So this is your red gift.
Let's get back to you because she was going to say she was going to call.
I know because I love your style. I love how you keep it real.
I was being angry for you that day.
You were going off.
How dare you,
Rick?
It
was funny though. But the funny thing that was that we were both listening. He was there. And
what?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah. And Paul Mooney. You had Paul Mooney on that day. Don't you remember?
Wait, will you turn down the heat? I'm so hot in here. I can't take it.
Yeah. No, it was kind of funny. So there was never any incident. There was never any incident.
What were those pictures on the front of the rags?
Yeah,
they cut and pasted.
No, they didn't cut and paste. He, which was apparently in the article that he did get a little wild.
Yeah.
He wasn't playing. It was. It's training,
right?
And that one of the other players was on the turntables, and he was going around the club getting money for this particular player who was,
DJing
on the wheels of steel.
And
exactly.
He leaned close to that girl?
Yeah.
And
he gave her a kiss.
Okay.
But, of course, it got blown up into this whole... So there was never any...
So you guys aren't getting a divorce?
Well, no, that's... Yeah, he still wants to... Pursue
a divorce.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? Are you fighting for your marriage, or are you like, well,
as much as I can? But when
if somebody wants out, they just want.
Exactly. How can you fight for a marriage when only one person wants to be married? It's been tough. It's been a rough.
This is why the Vanessa Williams talk show. I swear, when it comes on, I'm going to be the biggest cheerleader for it. Do you hear that? This is like the rest of us.
What? Please. Exactly.
At some point or another, and even if it's not this particular problem. Right. Like you are a real woman.
Absolutely.
With real woman, listen to Vanessa.
No, it's true. It's true. So that's why, when you're talking about doing this, singing about love songs is the last thing I want to be doing in the studio. Like, this is the concept. What do you think?
Yeah.
So, part of the songs are kind of melancholy, and there were songs that I almost didn't make it through because it was,
How could you want to leave Vanessa Williams?
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Art.
You know what? I saw an interview. I think Will was on Oprah yesterday or something. And he said, it's hard to be married to Jada because she's a strong woman.
Yeah.
And I got to step up.
Yeah.
And it's hard, as a woman in today's day, doing it all, holding it down. It's hard to be us.
Damn, but I thought that Rick was used to us. I'm putting myself in that category too. Wow.
Well, who knows? You'll have to ask him. Get him on the show.
Wow. Wow.
It's too bad. It's too bad because, we've been married for 5 years. We've got a beautiful child.
That's a beautiful couple.
We're really blessed, So,
what do your parents say?
Everyone's disappointed.
Yeah.
Because it's not even that people build you up into something that's unrealistic.
Right.
But, it's disappointing when, love doesn't work out, or not even love, but success doesn't work out. Yeah. So, we all get hurt.
Yeah. It happens. She's a real woman, and she's talking, everybody. Can I ask you one more thing pertaining to that? Did you hear about Alicia Keys and Rick?
Oh!
Okay.
Alicia Keys and Rick.
Oh.
Was that on here? Did I miss that day?
Yesterday.
Oh, no.
Well,
I
all right, let's just
met
move on,
Alicia
Vanessa.
recently.
I'm not talking. Let's move on. What is this?
She can give away free tickets.
Oh, let's give away free tickets. Look, if
There
you're
you go.
if you're in New York and you want to see Vanessa, we're shifting gears now. You've given more than enough information.
That's the story, though.
But I wasn't even going to talk with you about it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out how can I have Vanessa in and
dance around it.
Yeah.
It's such an elephant in the room. You can't.
You got
it away.
Yeah. Right now, my flagship station WBLS is welcoming Vanessa Williams for one night only, Carnegie Hall, this Friday night. It's a perfect night for you and your Valentine. And then you do something else on Valentine's Day. But this, to me, smacks a home run.
Good. Yeah.
If you are out of town and maybe you'd like to come into town, why not? All right. This is a Friday night benefit for AmeriCare's tsunami relief and humanitarian and programs. So you be calling number 11 right now at 866-GET-WENDY. This is for the grown and sexy. People who can really sit back and appreciate a real woman singing real music about real things. Did Marilyn McCoo write that song, One Less Bell?
No, I don't think so.
Did you write most of the stuff on your new CD? I didn't even look at the credits.
This is all 70s stuff. This is all like Shaka and Ohio Players and
all
Brothers
of your
Johnson.
whole CD?
Yeah. With the exception of the bonus track, which is Today and Every Day, which was our wedding song that Rob Mathis, who is executive producer, sang at our wedding at the altar as a surprise, which was done. Rick had given me a poem called Today and Every Day, and I snuck it to Rob, and he actually made a song of it. So when we got married and we were on the altar, Rob came up and played it for us. So this is me singing the song. That was another tough one to get through.
I was going to say, how many times did you stop in the studio? How come you even put it on there? I guess
because it's we're talking about love, and it's an important. I love the piece, and it's important to my heart.
Wow. If he said, Vanessa, I apologize for everything, you can install a low jack in my left pec.
It's
I
not
will
even
never.
about apology. He didn't do anything wrong. He doesn't want to be married. Marriage does not make him happy right now. So that's.
If he said, Vanessa, I want to be married, I was a fool. If he said that 5 minutes from now, like when you go outside on Park Avenue, if he's there, with all the whistles and bells, and I'm so sorry. I want to be married. Will you stay?
Would I still be married?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
absolutely. He's the father of my child. He's my husband still. Right now.
She's in love.
Yeah. Let her breathe. She's in love. Vanessa, thank you so much for coming in. I'm going to continue to promote this throughout the rest of the day.
Everlasting
and tomorrow
Love's
also.
the new CD.
Everlasting Love.
Thank you for playing it.
I love to see my guests walk out.
Okay.
I like to, analyze the walk and
I
what
just
you
came
got
from a
on
fashion show, so
Fashion
I
Week.
went to Carmen Mark Valva, who does beautiful stuff.
What are you wearing right now?
This is Wendy Hill. This is Avenue de Montaigne. I don't know what the jeans are by.
You look great.
Thank you.
You're holding up wonderfully. I can't believe how honest she's been. And
I know that's me.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's almost too good to be true. I always expect.
You got to get her some tickets.
Yeah, you know what? I can't come. I'm going to be out of town.
Oh, that's right. You're starting your vacation.
Yeah, you do listen.
It's going to be not a Raw live show on Friday also,
exactly.
Right?
It's going to be a best stuff show. But Artie will be here to drive it. Oh, damn, Art. There's this business card, Vanessa. Vanessa, thank you so much for coming in. You take care.
And enjoy your red. It's not a Red Lobster, but it's something red that you'll enjoy.
Thank you. And let us know about that talk show. I'm your number one fan.
I will. I'll have you on.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Vanessa Williams, everybody. Keep it here.
Wendy, man.
I got slayed so well. Made me do things I don't even do to my husband.
Oh, my God.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
I'm on the radio show. Wendy got the heat. Wendy Williams.
What's up? This is Chad L. Coleman, a.k.a. Cuddy from The Wire.
This is Jack A. Harry.
Yo, what's up? This is Keenan Thompson, you know what I'm saying? You're listening to the Wendy Williams Experience.
This is a Wendy Williams exclusive.
This is
I was just crowing about Vanessa Williams in the other room. And saying how, it's the Wendy Williams Experience, everybody. And by the way, Art, immediately, I'll be back from vacation. I'll be working next Wednesday. Can you make sure that we have a crate in here that our guests can stand on from now on when we take pictures afterwards? Because I'm tired of feeling like, a bulldagger in a lesbian relationship when I take a picture with another woman. I'm standing, let me squish you, Vanessa's, I don't even know how tall. She's not a short woman, but I am just a giant. And I'm wearing 3.5 inch heels today. My jeans are rolled up and stuff like that. I got a shirt on, it's tied at the waist. I'm showing about 6 inches of belly in my low rise, but that's not the point. The point is that she's like a size, she said 4. To me, it looked like a size 0. You know what I mean? And we're taking pictures afterwards. And the first one, Art wanted to take a picture with the Williams sisters. And so, he was in the middle. So, Art is, taller than both of us. So that was fine. And then the second picture that we took was just me and Vanessa. I felt like, I like of mice and men. I'm Lenny. I wanted to squeeze her like the bunny rabbit. You know what I mean? So if we can get a milk crate and just kind of even the playing field of picture taking, I would. Otherwise, from now on, when you ask to take a picture, I don't want to seem all obvious in front of the guests, but if you can push the chair so I can sit and the guests can stand, so that way, I'm not standing with all my bigness next to somebody, looking like Janet Jackson and Wendy in the Wendy Williams Experience book. Do you see what I'm saying? I always turn into that girl whenever I have to take a picture with somebody, and it's not because I no longer have the confidence in myself. It's just because, all right, if I stand up fully straight, am I going to be out of the frame? You know what I mean? And I get awkward because if I stand up fully straight, her breasts are going to be, my breasts are going to be in her mouth. It's going to look weird. So I always find myself leaning on one hip or, something like that. By the way, a red Carlos Falchi bag from Henry Bendel. It's beautiful that she gave me. Thank you so much, Vanessa. This is my Vanessa Williams bag. I forgot to show her. I still carry the raccoon penis bone that she gave me the last time that she was here, which brings good luck to everybody. And she says she gives it to her friends. Hi, Mrs. Williams. Her mother is a listener, too. Vanessa used to call me. I've been around, first of all, on the radio. And way back in the early 90s, Vanessa, every once in a while, would call the request line of the radio station and get through. And I put her on the radio. And we chat. She'd be riding down the, she had a Range Rover back then. Vanessa, I even remember the car you used to call me from, your Range Rover. She'd be driving in the Range Rover and listening to the show, and I always thought that was so great. And so the first time I ever met Vanessa Williams was at the Rainbow Room, and she was married to Ramon Hervé at that time. Well, she had long since been a friend in my head prior to that. As a matter of fact, in my head, I'm closer with Vanessa than I am with Oprah, for a number of reasons. But so it was a Rainbow Room. It was a big party. My boss then is my boss now. Hi, Vinny. We were there, too. I think I might have even told you what disgusting Ramon Hervé did, because I was a little naive myself. and starstruck because it was my friend in my head, Vanessa Williams. So, I greet Vanessa. Hi, how are you? Whatever. Her husband comes over and she introduces. Now, Vanessa's sitting and I'm standing. No doubt high or drunk. I don't remember which one, but it was the early 90s, so you know where I was. And he says hello, and I clearly remember he kissed me on the cheek, parted his lips, and licked my cheek. And I was absolutely floored with disgust. Like, how do you do this? I'm thinking to myself, in front of Vanessa Williams. I think I might have even pulled Vinny aside. Like, Vinny, you cannot believe what just happened, because I was so stunned. I was so floored at that time. Well, it's over 10 years later, and now, I understand. A dog will be a dog, or a man will be a man, or whatever. Or no matter how beautiful you are, you can't sometimes avoid heartbreak. It's happened to Hallie. It's happened to Jennifer. It's happened to Diana Ross. It's happened to Vanessa Williams. And I can't believe how candid she was in our conversation. If you're just turning on your radio, oh well, you'll have to hear it in the best of. Vanessa Williams was here, and she was only here for about 15 minutes, but boy, she's just a great guest. And if you're in New York City, you can spend Valentine's weekend with Vanessa Williams. Actually, Friday night, she's going to be performing a benefit for the survivors of the tsunami disaster. And it's going to be over at Carnegie Hall right here in New York City, USA. I'm going to give you the telephone number where you can call about your tickets. The tickets are $35 to $120. And then for the $200 gold ticket, you'll do a meet and greet with Vanessa, who, that's not going to be a snotty meet and greet. I mean, she is a lovely woman, really personable, just really unlike how she looks and talks. She's got a bit of snobbery in her voice, doesn't she? To hear her talk.
Ritz Harper-ish.
Yes, she does talk like my friend Ritz Harper. Well, Wendy, he just didn't want to be married. He just doesn't want to be married. So when he gets the papers, I guess I'll get them.
And sign them.
I guess. So between how, the cadence and the pronunciation of words and then the way she looks, you would think she's so unapproachable, beautiful and a snotty delivery. But what she says is just so regular. And so that is my girl, Vanessa Williams. Her talk show would be a monster hit. I predict that. She's got the proactive going on. Who beautiful admits that they have terrible skin like that and then goes on an infomercial? She's been pumping proactive for years. And then she brings her brother into the act, which I also love about her because I feel like I know the whole family. I've never met her mother, but her mother's called the show before to thank me for being nice to Vanessa. And then the mother says, Vanessa has a brother and he's an actor. She did something like my mother would do. Wendy, talk about her brother too. He's an actor and so on. So I went online and Googled Vanessa's brother and then talked about that. Just,
I see you on a talk show with her.
Yeah, she invited me on as a guest.
I see you on the show with her.
NBC presents The Williams Show.
Oh my gosh, wonderful.
Starring Vanessa on Common Sense and Wendy with a toe is a toe.
Love it.
And between the two of us. Well, I just want to say one project at a time. She's doing the Carnegie Hall benefit for the tsunami. She's going to be at Carnegie Hall once again. And I'm going to give you the telephone number because I don't think I gave it last time. My head is swelling because I'm still high, on a natural high from Vanessa Williams. And Bushwick Bill, missing an eye, is in the office. So we've got to shift gears. Vanessa, thank you. Everybody, New York City is the place to be Friday night, Carnegie Hall for Vanessa Williams. Everlasting Love is the name of her new CD. It's going to be a romantic evening with the fabulous Vanessa Williams at 212-247-7800. 247-7800. Call and get your tickets now. Bushwick Bill's coming up next.
Wendy, man.
Hello?
What's going on, Remy? What happened with you and Gloria Velez?
Talking mad reckless to me. FYI, I never got robbed in my life. Okay. You letting Gloria Velez rob me.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Check 1 2. Microphone check 1 2. Man, Eva Longoria from Desperate Housewives got her claws into a brother, Tony Parker. Yeah,
San Antonio
honey.
Spurs point guard?
That's right. He's 22 and 6'2". All that height. She's only 5'2" herself, and she's 29. She left J.C. Jason of that boy group for a black man. He's French. Did you know that? Oh, does he have the accent and everything?
Yes.
Oh, sexy. Let's bring Bushwick Bill in. I still am not finished reviewing the... You know what? Lower the seat. I'm sorry. You know what? Don't lower the seat. Let's see how he gets up here in the chair. That's right. I was just complaining about we need a damn milk crate because I'm so damn tall for all my guests. Hi, sir. Nice to see you.
Doing?
Now, push your water back. I want to see you maneuver your way.
Oh, I am.
How tall are you?
4'6".
4'6". There he goes. Whoa. Rolling over my Carlos Falchi bag. I'm not going to help you. Let's see how he does it. Come on now. Do you live with anybody?
Who, me? No.
Exactly. So you manage. There he goes.
Oh, of course I do.
You're on the chair like my son. Okay, now he's turning around, down. Okay, and there he is.
Yeah, I finally made it.
Yeah, it's very nice to see you again. We met way back in the early 90s when the Ghetto Boys first came out. I was at another radio station. You probably don't even remember. I barely remember. I just know that you've been around long enough that I know at some point or another we've met. Bushwick Bill, everybody, of the Ghetto Boys. First of all, you have current music that's out, right?
Yeah. The Ghetto Boys has dropped a new album called The Foundation.
Yeah, because we have it here in the studio. It's been out for a week.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, you are helping people to understand the singer Houston and not his exact plight, because every man travels an individual road. Right. But you also have revealed, because it was no secret, that you attempted suicide by having your fiance shoot you. That she was supposed to blow your head off, but it didn't work. Oh. Instead, you just came up with a missing eye.
Yeah.
Where was she supposed to be aiming, Bill? Let me just ask that. I mean, you know.
Personally, I thought a shot in the heart would have been good enough. Personally.
Well, did you take her to the range before this all went down? I mean, I'm so glad it didn't happen. Otherwise, we wouldn't be talking. We would have lost a creative individual.
But see, what it was is I was emotionally disturbed behind what like my mom's needs were. The fact that I was growing famous, and it's like she had her Blue Cross Blue Shield deductible, and she's like, Bill, until my check comes in, could you just loan me $500 to pay my Blue Cross Blue Shield? I asked the record label. They came up with the expression, well, I'm too broke to pay attention. I'm like, what does that mean?
What label were you on back then?
Oh, still Rap-A-Lot.
Rap-A-Lot Records.
Yeah, but they've changed a lot of their staff members. You know, they had some really stiff staff members back then.
And so they weren't able to front you the money.
Yeah, and the album was hot to death, and I didn't understand that. But I didn't know the single was going to go gold or anything. Though.
But one of the things that you did mention in talking about Houston is when you become famous, the fame comes before the money.
Yes.
And people are expecting, like your mom expected you to have that $500. Even your parents, a lot of times when you're famous, don't understand that you're more famous than you are wealthy in some cases.
Yeah.
It hasn't changed much today.
Yeah, the look supersedes the pockets.
Yes. You have a rose gold bubble diamond chain on that is turned around. Is there any particular reason it's turned around?
No, I
played a trick on you today?
I just like both sides of it, so it's like I fixed it where I could turn it either way I want to turn it.
Oh, okay.
It's just an interesting way of doing things. I just like being different. I was born different, so I keep it different.
Yeah. Now, what are you a dwarf or are you a midget?
I'm a dwarf.
What's the difference?
Midgets only grow to be 3 feet. Dwarf is anyone under 6 feet. For all you people out there who think you're not short.
Well, I'm surrounded by. Wait a minute, I'm a dwarf myself. 5'11".
There you go.
How much do you weigh?
Me, I weigh 126.
Yeah, I would love to weigh 126. That'd be a great size. And so, are you the only dwarf in your family?
Yes. They said it skips every 3 generations, so it's like it's one of my children's children would have someone my size. It's not something that's bound to happen just because they have kids.
Do you have children?
Yeah, I have 5.
And are they all bigger than you?
Yes, I have 1 adopted and 4 biological, and they're all
wow.
They're all cool.
How many babies' moms?
5.
Oh, a mess. I guess that penis is not a dwarf. Oh. It's working perfectly. Running up and making all kind of babies and whatnot. How old is the youngest?
The youngest is 2.
Damn.
The oldest is 14.
All right.
But see, in reality, when I decided to like, get into the fatherhood business.
Yeah.
Because it's turned into a business.
Yes,
actually.
it has. 14 years ago, that's around when Ghetto Boys, My Mind's Playing Tricks.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
I wanted to be married. I don't believe in bastard children. I don't believe in just going around making babies. My whole life, I've always seen mom and dad. I've never grew up with in a separate household. So for my kids to be going through that is kind of abstract to me and kind of like, just not right.
Do you is that eye, the prosthetic? He's not wearing a patch over the other eye. It's Bushwick Bill, everybody in the studio. and I'm trying to look at it. Is that what is that in your eye? Is that your original eye, just with no retina?
It's a conformer.
What is that?
That means that they're making me a new one. As I get older, my face changes. I have to keep making one to adjust to the change of my face, or else it'll just be falling out everywhere. If I'd have had the other one, then I could have been talking to you and it just fell out.
Wow. Wow, imagine being at a party with Bushwick Bill drinking brown juice, Hennessy or something, and all of a sudden,
all of a sudden the eye falls out.
Oh my, I've had too much to drink. But, please do take us to where, all right, so you mentioned the $500. So apparently there was some pressure from people around you and you not being able to deliver and you feeling like you were letting down your mom back then.
Yeah, because I didn't really understand that, okay, even if the record is hot, there's a certain pay process that the record labels go through before the distributor pays them, before they pay the artist. I figure once you have a hot record, hey, just pay the artist.
Right.
But I didn't know it's a process, see, because, it was new fame, first time at it, so I figured, hey, I'm on the radio, I gotta be it. Where's the money?
Yeah, exactly. So that was one of the things that drove you to attempt suicide, as well as, I guess, a multitude of other things. If you choose to share.
just not being able to just do what I felt I should be able to do for my mom. It's like, and I don't want everyone out there to get it twisted. It's like, I don't believe that life is not worth living, or I didn't feel like I shouldn't live. Basically, at that point, I believe there's no greater love than to give up your life for a friend. And if my mother can't be my friend, then who else is? So that's what it was about. It was really more self-sacrifice than just saying life ain't worth it.
How old are you now?
Me, I'm 34.
But you realize that you would have broken your mother's heart if you'd been successful in your suicide.
And 2 weeks after that, the album goes gold, and Mind Playing Tricks is one of the #1 songs. So I would have died and not even see what the record did.
Exactly.
And you would have been,
and your tragedy would have been featured on the cover.
Yeah, but they did that anyway, which was kind of strange because they came to the hospital the day before my surgery to take the picture for the album cover in case I didn't make it.
Damn. How do you feel when people do that to you?
I feel like Houston. I mean, just really think about it, man. I mean, how could you still be living in the same 2-bedroom apartment with other people sharing a room with you, and you are hot everywhere to death? People know your name and your face the minute they see you. That's really confusing.
What was your relationship like with the other Ghetto Boys when you snapped to it and realized, oh my gosh, they were trying to capitalize on my not making it?
I mean, if you look at the album cover, even till today, if you look at the We Can't Be Stopped album cover, you could see that Willie D wasn't really paying attention to what was going on, but Scarface was extremely furious because at 8 years old, he had eye surgery, so he was blind for like 14 hours.
So whose idea was it for the Ghetto Boys to take the picture?
It was Cliff Blodgett's idea, but he claimed it was James Prince's idea.
I was going to say, do you blame Jay Prince?
It's really hard to say, what I'm saying, after the fact, but all I know is Cliff doesn't work with Rap a Lot no more. Me and Jay is still cool. Faye still doesn't like that album cover. Willie D just has the mentality that if the job has to get done, the job has to get done.
When's the last time you talked to Scarface?
I just talked to him a couple of days ago. He's always been the same. I mean, he's manic depressive, but he's cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like they say.
Are you manic depressive?
They say Houston is manic depressive, but I mean, I've been around Face for years, and he's manic depressive. He never tried to take his eye out.
Yeah.
That's why I knew it had to be more than that. That's why when I heard about it, I tried to give him words of encouragement based on spiritual means, because the physical world is they like you today, they might not like you tomorrow. You're only as hot as your last record.
Right.
But your people who really love you, I mean, they're going to be there for you regardless of a hot record or not. And I knew he had to have come from a spiritual background. Just the fact that they said he went to read the Bible before it happened. But the one thing I know and I want to share with people out there is that I went to Bible school for 3 years before I even became a rapper, and is that God clearly says in his Bible that you have to worship him in spirit and in truth. You cannot just pick up the Bible and believe you can interpret what God is saying.
Right.
You have to pray and ask for that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, because the Bible will drive you crazy if you read it in an unspiritual manner.
Now, what do you do for money now?
Well, I do a lot of label counseling, and I help people set up their labels and their publishing so that they know how to get their money from the labels without being screwed by handing your whole future to them.
Right.
They fill out all the paperwork, and then you wondering where your money's going.
Now, is that bringing decent money to take care of the 5 babies mothers with the 5 kids?
Yeah. Really, I just take care of the kids. The mothers could take care of themselves.
Are any of them remarried? Any of your babies' mothers?
They all got relationships, but I don't get involved in none. As long as it don't affect my kids, I'm cool.
Yeah.
That's really what I'm more concerned with the future than the now.
Now, where do you live now?
Really, I'm between Memphis, Houston, and LA.
And where do the babies' mothers live?
New Orleans, Chicago, and Houston.
Oh, mess.
Oh, and Louisiana, yeah.
Shout out to everybody in Shreveport, Louisiana. You know, this radio show is on there.
Oh, yeah? She's from New Orleans, the 9th Ward, the lady that shot me.
The 9th Ward. The lady that shot you, yeah. So what kind of psychological trauma did that produce for her? I mean, did she ask you to sign any money that you didn't have over to her before pulling it? I mean, what kind of fiance?
See, the whole thing was this, right? She did not want to have any part to do with it at all. But it was just the fact that, okay, after going to Bible school, I know I can't commit suicide. It's the one sin God don't forgive, like blasphemy. So it's like, okay, what's the best way to pull one over on God was the way I was thinking.
Have her do it.
Right. So I figured if she do it, it's not suicide. But really, if you initiate anything, it's suicide.
Listen, what kind of mind frame mentally were you in? Did you drink wildly prior to that? Did you smoke mad trees?
Yes.
Did she drink wildly?
Nope.
Did you?
She was asleep. I woke her up, shot at her first, told her she got to shoot me.
You shot at her and said, "Turn around, what? Turn around, bitch!" Like you really had to talk like real hard to her to scare her
and she
make
was
her
like,
mad enough to want to shoot you.
I'm not gonna do it. So what I did is my adopted child. I held him and I threw him up in the air and caught him in my hands, right? And I was like, okay, this is the next step. If you don't use your motherly influence right now, I'm gonna toss him through the double pane window.
You gotta be kidding me.
Was like, I'm trying everything to get her to shoot me, and she's like, you won't do it because you love him. I mean, she obviously knew me, right? So I had to get a vacuum cleaner and swing it as close to her head as possible without hitting her, because if I knocked her out, who the hell is gonna shoot me?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm trying to orchestrate this whole emotional event.
Orchestrating his suicide. So where's the kid when she shoots you?
He was laying on the bed.
So so now is that kid in therapy? You're on lithium and she's on Xanax.
No, he's totally cool, but she's not all right till today. It's like every relationship she get in, she's trying to kill people now. I guess she think that's the way to go.
Bill, now are you in psychological counseling? How was your life today? How were you mentally? Bushwick Bill, everybody.
Well, mentally right now I'm totally stable and focused and rooted and grounded, because it is not I or me, it's us and we. If I'm in a relationship with anyone, I have to consider their feelings and how they're going to be affected by this, not just how I feel about my situation. You got to really engulf yourself in everything you love without being selfish.
Jeez. What do you say? Goodbye, or you say stay for another break?
Yeah.
I say you need to. All right, look. I want to see you get down off your chair. You're going to go back into the pink room. Let me see you get down. Come on, back up. Come on, little man. All right. Oh, just like a 3-year-old. That's it. Open the door. Girls, lead Bushwick Bill to the other room. We have to have you back for another break.
Not
just look at him go. There he goes.
Party people, man.
I have a boyfriend. He wants to fight me.
How old is everybody?
I'm 43.
Oh.
She's 38.
Oh.
And he's 40.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Would you tell your secrets if someone was listening? Would you give a stranger your ATM card? How about your social security number? Of course not. So why are thousands doing just that?
I do my online banking here.
Exposing private information without knowing it.
You don't understand that somebody else may be able to see what you're doing.
It's a huge problem that can affect you.
The reason that you need to be aware of it is anyone can do it.
Protect yourself. Tonight on UPN 9 News at 10.
Major Auto!
Hi, it's Wendy Williams. Listen, do you suffer from fatigue and depression? Are you always tired? Do you have difficulty losing weight? Well, you've probably heard me talk many times before about my thyroid disease. Well, you may have thyroid disease too. You may have an underactive thyroid that is causing your health problems, even though your blood tests are coming out normal and your doctor is telling you that you're fine. Now you can finally get help. The Center for Progressive Medicine, Manhattan's premier holistic medical office, offers the most sensitive thyroid test called the TRH stimulation test. test. It's the most accurate test that can uncover your thyroid problem. Call the Center for Progressive Medicine at 866-HEAL-123. That's 866-HEAL-123 and get your life back on track. This one simple test can finally help you feel more alive, more energetic, lose the weight you want, and look better. Call the Center for Progressive Medicine now at 866-HEAL-123. Again, that important number is 866-HEAL-123. The one test that will change your life.
Broadcasting live, it's the queen of radio, Wendy. Wendy Williams.
Exclusively on Wendy Williams.
Wendy got the heat.
Stay trill, cause all I wanna do is just with that.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I've had such a delightful time today. We're ready for Bushwick Bill to come back in the studio just for his final goodbye. It was just kind of weird. Nobody help him in his chair. Bushwick Bill is back.
Hold up, I gotta go through this.
Yeah, I can help you this time now. Oh, you got it good. Okay. You're a really good sport, Bill.
Hey, not a problem.
You really are. So this is why I didn't want to abruptly say goodbye to you last time, because I wanted to find out, seriously, what you're doing for yourself right now, mentally speaking, to keep your head above water. Are you, after your attempted suicide, I realized that it was a decade ago. Are you in therapy today?
I'm in spiritual therapy, just staying focused on God, loving my kids and realizing that no one could take care of them better than me.
Yes.
No one could teach them about the pitfalls of life and people that are fake, that people that compare to be real, and just I just feel like the love I have for them, can't nobody really express it to them the way I could. And if I cheat myself out of life by any means, whether it's drugs, suicide, or just hanging out with the wrong crowd that has no purpose in life, that really cheats them out of me being there for them.
Did you ever make it a second attempt at suicide?
Yeah.
How'd you do that one? I hope you had a better shot obviously the same
it
bad
wasn't really,
shot.
No, what it was really, it was like depression. It was like depression, suicide, where you just get into yourself and don't want to do nothing because you like walking around bumping into the walls because you got one eye now and everything is not really the same since you've changed and altered.
Did you pick up a
life.
drug habit?
No, the pills they were giving me for the pain of the headache, because my brain had swollen a little bit from the bullet being in there and the gunpowder. Well, the bullet's still in there and the gunpowder is evenly distributed throughout my brain, and where the bullet lodges between physical motion and reasoning and understanding.
Okay, so you can snap at any given time.
Nah, not at all.
Okay.
I'm more emotionally stable than that.
Okay. And do you have a girlfriend?
Yes, I have a fiance. Her name is Cindy Angel.
Fabulous.
And I have a beautiful young daughter. Her name is Delmira. She is so cool. She's the joy of my life, and the rest of my kids love her too. Like, my kids are just loving.
So your fiance has a child by you. You guys have. How old is your child?
2. She's the youngest.
So when are you going to marry? When are you guys going to have a wedding, or are you just going to go to Justice of the Peace, or what?
No, she wants to have a wedding. I want to just go to Vegas and do the damn thing.
Yeah.
Because she stuck by me even when my career was on the downswing. You know, she worked and helped take care of stuff while I was figuring out what angle in the music business I wanted to get into.
Yeah. Now, regarding Houston, because that was,
focus.
one of the things that was a main focus. I mean, we wanted to catch up with you too, Bill. Don't get us wrong. You know what I mean?
I know.
Very interesting person and a legend in the game. But about Houston, have you actually spoken to Houston?
No, they're really keeping them under tight wraps now. They're not really letting them speak to anyone. But if I have a chance to talk to him, I would like to pray with him and just let him know that he's not alone. You know what I'm saying? There's people that go through this.
If I was Houston or Houston's people, I would send a ticket for Bushwick Bill. I mean, he might be the one person, Bill, you might be the one person right now who could absolutely relate to, at the very least, the eye, catching equilibrium. I mean, I'm sure there are things about having one eye that you could teach him.
He's in for a whole world of different experience that he don't even understand.
Oh, gosh. I think it ought to be a law.
Yeah.
You're short and you drive.
Because see, what it is with one eye, my peripheral, like right now I'm looking at you, I can still see the door. So if someone was standing there, I could actually tell you what they were dressed like and how they looked and what facial expression they were making.
Okay, I don't believe you. Taryn, go to the door.
The body makes up for all of that.
Go to the door. Okay, so you keep looking over here at me. And Taryn, stand right there, and I want you to make a face, like a face that Bill would be able to see peripherally. What is she doing?
She's making a smirk-like face.
No. She was sticking her tongue out on the crazy way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she crossed her eyes.
But I could see when the
okay,
facial muscles
Superman.
on the jaw moves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But, all right, so you haven't spoken to Houston. You know, hopefully after this, you know, those people will reach out to you because, I mean, you know, wow, what a story you have. Bushwick Cool, I want to thank you for coming in. Thank you so much.
Right,
Ghetto
God
Boys'
bless.
new CD is in stores right now.
Oh, and if it's okay, I want to mention that my new album comes out on March 29th on ADEX Records, you know, distributed through Lightyear We, and it's called Gutter Mix. You know, it's really serious.
Okay. All right. This is the album that we had earlier. I did not have the Ghetto Boys album.
And I have a radio single on there, too.
You do?
Yeah, it's called 20 Minutes of March. Really cool.
Okay. The only song you didn't curse on. That's why it's called the radio single?
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for coming in. Very
No,
interesting.
I want to thank you because I really enjoy your show. You're very informative, and you take the edge off of seriousness by making it humorous but informative.
I
So
try.
keep that up. That is really good. You're a natural at it.
Thank you, Bushwick. I like to see my guests leave. You particularly are very interesting because you got to down, hop down. Look at him.
I'm going to get down better than tattoo.
Okay. Be well, my friend.
All right. God
Be well.
bless, and I appreciate y'all.
Take care.
We love New York, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye. There he goes.
It's a legend.
He is a legend. And what a nice man. Yeah. He gets through everything, you know, here at the Experience. I mean, we joke to make light, just to take the edge. Too much is going on out in the streets.
He's at peace with himself.
He is at peace with himself. Yeah, if I was Houston's camp, I would send him a ticket.
That's his fiance.
Yeah. Is that his fiance? Well, bring her in here. Come here for a minute. What's that dwarf sex like?
Your fiance.
I just want to ask. Oh, shut up. Okay, easy. Hi. What is that dwarf sex like? Nice?
Oh.
It's really good, actually.
How did you meet Bill?
We met at a club about 4 years ago.
All right. Mm-hmm. So, are you older than him, younger than him, same age as him?
No, I'm younger than him.
Mm-hmm. So when are you guys getting married? How'd you do? No ring, no engagement.
Not
That's
yet.
my rule.
No, not yet.
Bill? Time for the ring.
We're talking about that, though, yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations on everything.
Congratulations. It's nice meeting you.
Thank you. You also. What's your name?
Cindy.
Nice to meet you, Cindy. Take care. Bye. Cindy's got really blonde weave, and we use that word because everybody on the show has fake hair. I just didn't want her to think I was trying to offend her. You know, some girls, like if you call it weave as opposed to hair, they get all upset. Really blonde weave, and her skin is very, very, very pale, but she's black. She's pale like who? She's pale like who?
Faith.
Pale like Faith. Yeah. Cindy, you're pale like Faith. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, she and Faith, because of the hair color and the skin color, are from the same tribe. Cindy's like a size 0, and Faith at this point is about a size 2. So they're both slender girls, and it's all good. That's nice. It's nice. Bill's got a girl that other guys would like to get with, right? Not some leftover. Well, not you, Art, but because you're still dwelling on Vanessa Williams. Nothing compares to Vanessa Williams. Once Vanessa Williams comes in the building, no other bitches count. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying my best to get the attention of my crew just to do stuff for me. Even the ladies are still entranced by Vanessa. No, not a how you doing thing, but her overall womanhood. Yeah. The beauty, the real talk. You know, when Vanessa Williams comes around, she just kind of sucks the oxygen out of anything else that's going on. Isn't she a fabulous woman? She is fabulous. I got a bunch of responses regarding Vanessa Williams, too, but you will refax me them tomorrow, okay? All right. I love you for listening today. Thank you to the fabulous Vanessa Williams in New York City right now. She's going to be at the Carnegie Hall on Friday for Tsunami. New York City, I got that telephone number for you. I'll give that to you in just a minute, okay? Bushwick Bill, thank you so much for coming in, you know, for shedding some light on suicide and depression and some more about what's going on in your life. Always nice to talk to the legend. All right, everybody. We'll talk tomorrow, same time, same place. You take care. Bye-bye.
See you later. I'm saying bye-bye.
Good night. Program complete.
I'm not making you wait for nothing. Oh, the bonus hour. The bonus hour is coming up next on the Wendy Williams Experience. Everybody fan out and then come back. I'll meet you back here in 9 minutes. Good. everybody. It's WBLS New York. Welcome to the bonus hour here on the Wendy Williams Experience. It's a 2 to 6 show, plus an extra one, 6 to 7. I feel like they're two different shows in one, like a Certs commercial. Shout out to Ian and Shannon. They're in Brooklyn right now at the GYN office. They're having a baby. And wait, don't walk too far because the claps are up too loud. You got to regulate the board because every time Art presses. Right, oh, okay. Oh, here, Taryn, push this chair over. Vanessa Williams. I'm going to give you the telephone number for her Carnegie Hall appearance on Friday. If you're just turning on the show, I got to tell you, this woman, she's been a friend in my head for as long as I can remember. From when she first won the Miss America pageant, I remember I had the newspaper clipping. Okay, on my corkboard in my freshman year of college, there was Vanessa. The clip, it was just so great. And then, of course, the Playboy thing. And then, then her parents and their support. And then her marriage to Ramon Harvey. And then I followed this woman. So to actually have her in the studio, to me, I got to be honest, and I love Oprah, but Vanessa is closer in my head than Oprah. And through the years, she's become closer and closer. So to have her in the studio today, I have to tell you, I was walking on eggshells, which very rarely happens with me, except when I really, truly, from my heart, just love a person. So I didn't want to ask her about the divorce, you know what I'm saying? Because, we talked about it here on the show. It's easy to talk when she's not here, and even then I walk on eggshells. But, so I was talking around it, and then she wanted to talk direct. So what she told me, and you'll hear it on your own in a best of. It's not going to be in the best of shows while I'm on vacation this time around, but maybe I'll plan another vacation just so we can get that in a best of show. Shortly after. Vanessa, oh gosh, are you ready for this? Rick doesn't want to be married anymore. Vanessa still wants to be married. And she would take him back if he would just come to his senses. And no, she didn't hear anything about Rick and Alicia Keys. No, she's not dating. I did not ask her if Rick was dating because I didn't think it was appropriate. She's living in Westchester still, right down the street practically from her mom and dad who were doing well. And, she's got her kids. She's a working mom. She's got a new CD that was released last week, Everlasting Love. She looks phenomenal, as usual. And she's just, she's just navigating her way through life like a real woman does. And to admit on the radio, as opposed to turning it around like I guess many of us would, because I'm not yet to the maturity where I'd be like, he doesn't want to be married. I'd be like, yeah, dog. Yeah, no good, effa. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, I'm dating Wendy. And nobody in particular, because I am a soon to be, because the divorce is not finalized, because Rick has yet to execute the papers and, send them to her. It was just real talk, just real. And so, I asked her about the Vanessa Williams talk show, and she said that it's a deal with NBC. They haven't shot the pilot yet. So from that, I gather her show is still in the mental stage, the development and ideas down on paper, whereas Tyra Banks is either full steam ahead with her show, which is going to be out in fall of 2005, and I pump my fist for the Tyra show, too. I think there's room for Vanessa and Tyra, and not for nothing, and Oprah, like all of them. They all offer something different. And the one that I would choose to watch, I work during Oprah, so that's out. Oprah's gotten a little syrupy, even though she will always be my icon, my queen. Tyra, great. I see some relatable things, personally speaking, with Tyra. But this Vanessa, she just smacks a home run to me as a woman. As a woman, working mother, always, targeting, always anti-aging, always, watching my waist. Watching the 22-year-olds, coming up. Not the 22-year-olds to steal your man. I'm just talking about the ones who think that they can sing harder, dance harder, and drop it harder. This woman speaks to me. She speaks to me. I don't know if she speaks to you. That's just a personal opinion. And the Vanessa Williams show, it just speaks to me. If she came on the same time as The View, I'd be watching Vanessa Williams. Because you can take all 4 of those View women and put them in one ball, and they still don't carry the real, just the real that is Vanessa. I would. Just a real woman. She's got zits. She does proactive. She sings. She dances. She's loved. She's lost. She's posed for Playboy. She's been, ridiculed. She's risen from the ashes. She's beautiful, yet down to earth, like crazy. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't throw your beauty in her face. Just a wonderful woman. So look, I say all that to say, we gave away some passes earlier in the show when Vanessa was here, and Christina Laraquiente picked up the passes. She lives in the Bronx on East Mosholu Parkway, and she's going to see Vanessa as WBLS welcomes Vanessa Williams for one night only. Are you ready for this? Because I'm going to give you the telephone number so you can get tickets. Carnegie Hall, Friday night. And listen, it's benefiting the tsunami survivors. So see, you're helping out and seeing a good show. How great is that? Here's the telephone number. The show starts at 8 o'clock on Friday night at Carnegie Hall. A very sophisticated place to take somebody who you care about. Art said he's bringing his mother. Are you going to bring your mother?
Yes.
So when you see Art, don't think that Art is truly a toe is a toe. A toe is not a toe past a certain point. It becomes a big old bunion. Look at Art and his old jump off. Look, the telephone number is 212 for Carnegie Hall. Get these tickets for Vanessa. $35 to $120. But if you can really peel, a $200 ticket is called the Gold Circle ticket, and that's where you become a part of the Vanessa Williams meet and greet. And trust me when I tell you, I know enough about this woman to understand when she meets, she greets. She will leave you thinking about her the way I think. She just sucks all the oxygen and with the good feeling and all that, yet maintains diva. You know what I mean? 212-247-7800. Friday night, this coming Friday night, February 11th, 8 p.m., Carnegie Hall. Sophisticated New York City come into the city. Chinese New Year's going on. I'm back to eating the hawk. I haven't eaten it yet, but I got to tell you one thing. I've been craving the hawk. I got to have some Chinese food. And I'm thinking that if I go to a more upscale place, tonight for dinner, then for some reason it won't be hawk meat. But I know I'm just fooling myself. So maybe I'll just have some broccoli or something like that. And just a little something with some hawk in it. After a couple of martinis, it all tastes like chicken, right? I haven't had Chinese food since the hawk story. And if you're just turning on the radio, do you know that I can't go into the whole thing, but the rats, the hawks, the kittens, the puppies, they were all found in the freeze-dried freezer at the Chinese restaurant in Atlanta. The feds swooped down on the joint, arrested the owners. And I just took that one story, and in my head, that means every Chinese restaurant. So, I've laid off the Chinese food, which has been kind of difficult because that's the first place that you reach for, number one son, when you're going to take out on a Saturday night.
Yes, you're right.
Right? I mean, what else do you do? Yeah. And now it's the Chinese New Year, and I'm watching on the Fox Good Morning News this morning. They were down in Chinatown. It's the year of the dragon, and they had the dragons going on in the street. They had that old crow, Penny Crone. Penny, I love you, by the way. You're very entertaining. Mike Woods, more smile in your delivery. You don't seem as happy as you were to do your job. I don't know. I'm just getting a feeling from you like you're getting a little antsy, man. Smile for the camera. Fake it at least. At least until you get your handle on your next job. And I never saw the results. Is Jodi Applegate Christine Applegate's big sister or cousin? The other day they were playing with that, and I had to leave before they came back from the commercial break. Does anybody know?
I think it's her sister.
Is it her sister?
I think so.
No, don't think. She gave the actual factual because Christina was on the Fox 5 Morning News. That's my news. That's what I watch in the morning when I'm getting my kid together. I made him chip beef this morning. Do you eat that? They call it on a shingle in the Army. Do you eat that?
I've had it before.
It's all salty. It comes in the thing. My mom used to make that for me and my brother. My sister My sister was never really around like that. I don't really recall. But me and my brother, chip beef. So I decided I'm going to introduce my son to it. He loved it this morning. Made him a little toast. Took the flour and the milk and the butter, and I'm whistling around in the pan, breaking up the chip beef, and I'm watching the Fox 5 Morning News, and I'm looking at the Chinatown and saying, damn, I need some hawk. And I'm busy. How terrible is it about the New York City Catholic schools? 25 of them closing all in one lump. They say people were crying. And happy Ash Wednesday. That's your present. Isn't that terrible? A little girl called earlier, 11 years old. She said her school needs $300,000 to stay open. 300, exactly.
That doesn't seem like a lot of money, though, do it?
It doesn't seem like a lot of money, but who's got a dime extra? Tsunami.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And Christmas. Are we still getting over Christmas, or is that just me? And whatever has happened between tsunami, Christmas, and right now. Like for me, you know what I'm saying? It was the broken pipe in the garage, and just things happen that you have to address right away, like emergency. And now this.
Oh, by the way, they're not related.
They're not. Oh, they're not related at all. Who's told you that? Somebody on the email?
Yeah. They're not related. They were just playing around with it.
Oh, they were? Did you see Stacey Ann Gooden snapping her neck this morning?
Nah.
They were advertising. They had a little section on the Fox Morning News this morning, and Stacey Ann Gooden, she was wearing the headphones and snapping her neck, and the camera had it on her. I think Stacey would enjoy like a Dons and Divas extravaganza or something like that. Yeah, Stacey, how you doing?
Or a Bodylicious cruise.
Or a Bodylicious cruise. Stacey seems like a good time girl. She was out of traffic mode and in, girl at the club mode. They were on the news this morning.
She was doing the WAP.
Yeah, well, I was a little. No, she did the WAP. She also did the bankhead bounce.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? But she had to kind of corn it down because she works with all the white people, and you can't do anything to be too black-ified and scare them. Yeah. Shout out to all the white people listening. It happens every day in your workplace. At some point or another, you do have black coworkers that will, black down because they don't want you to get scared. Yeah. It's just how we do. It's, you know what? It's how you do when you work in a mostly black place. Oh my gosh, they're saying, all right, let me read the Vanessa Williams response faxes. I got some. That Bushwick Bill was a lot of fun too, wasn't he? It was a lot of fun. Dear Wendy, this makes no sense. All the good men out there who are looking for a well-rounded woman like Vanessa Williams, and here comes this clown. Those years Rick spent in the sticks in Warsaw, Indiana, population 12,436, must have affected his sense of reason. Stay strong, Vanessa. Princess on Parole says, hey, Wen. Vanessa Williams is a class act, graceful all the way. She is the gold standard, the real deal, a true diva, the sister best friend we all wish we had. Yeah. Ron says, he works at the UN. Ron says, hi, Wendy. You gotta love that Vanessa Williams. Class act all the way. And she has the biggest kahunas in the business. Real balls it takes to get on the air and admit the fact that it was Rick who did the leaving. Plus, she still loves him and would have him back. She is truly the queen of Grace Under Fire. Yeah. And Snoopy says, Wendy, please tell Vanessa Williams not to be naive. First of all, I saw Rick at the Crescent Hotel. I saw Rick at the Crescent Hotel when he was playing for the Lakers, and he brought home a dancer. He asked the valet guys where the nearest strip club was. Shaquille was at the hotel as well with Emmett Smith's baby's mama, Hope. Emmett Smith's baby's mama, Hope, and he bought her a new Benz. Shaq and Emmett Smith's baby's mother bought her a new Benz.
He's good for giving his jump off big gifts.
Just 2 months after marrying his new wife, Shawnee.
Yeah.
I work at the hotel, and all the NBA teams stay at the hotel. Girl, I got so much juice, it's unbelievable. That's from Snoop. And Susie John, I call him Susie because Susie to me is just capsulizes somebody with very good manners, slightly snobbish. You know, you won't see them at, like a dusty rap club, but you see them, partying with, over at the Metropolitan Museum for, the big Jackie O fundraiser or something like that. All kinds of people listen to this show. Susie John is one of these types. So Susie listens. He always calls me Mrs. Hunter. He's perfectly mannered, just fabulous he is. We've met once. He came to a book signing. So he says, "Dear Mrs. Hunter, 3 words for that interview with Vanessa Williams. Fabulous. You are so fantastic when you show your considerate side." So Susie, I listened to the entire interview. It was too short. And I listened on my headphones in the car when Mrs. Fox said that Mr. Fox no longer wanted to be married. My heart broke. I could have driven off the road if I had been behind the wheel, but I had the driver swerve for dramatic effect. I'm going to buy some albums just for support. More interviews like this. That's from John. And he always faxes me on Cartier fax paper. Say? He's just fabulous. Shout out to Shawnee, no relation to Shaquille O'Neal, who just faxed in. She says that she wants to go to that poetry night at Taste Lounge in Bloomfield. She wants to know what night it is. Isn't that, what night is that?
It's every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday night. All right, so you missed it last night. Go next week. Tonight is the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience at the Laugh Factory. I can always have a better time after I've had like a great, show. I don't know whether you'd call this a great show, but I had a great time with my 2 guests. I had no idea I'd have so much fun with Bushwick Bill. Vanessa Williams, I got to tell you something. I had no idea that we'd have so much fun today because, I've talked about Rick and Vanessa and the whole thing, and I was feeling like maybe she wouldn't understand. Oh, it's my job. This is what I do. I can't, But she understood, and she added more grist for the mill. It's Fashion Week. Everybody's still going. Vanessa just came in. As a matter of fact, she bought me a gift. You know what she bought me? She bought me a Carlos Falchi bag, a red one, just in time for Valentine's Day. And she bought it from Henry Bendel, my favorite. I love that. It's a really cute bag, too. She just came from a fashion show. It's Fashion Week, She's been, around town doing stuff. Tomorrow night's the ISO Life fashion show, right?
Yes.
And that's the shearling company. They do good shearlings. That's at the Coral Room.
BET Style's going to be there filming, actually.
That's nice.
Yeah.
BET Style show. From what I understand, it's a wrap with Nick and Jessica. Well, in the Star magazine, they really zoomed in on a very poignant picture of Mrs. Simpson. I'm going to show it to the room. So you can't be caught out there looking like this, Jessica. They say she's crying and, they caught her right in the middle of a full-blown blubberation. And they're leaving a public place. And they say that other than when the cameras are on, she and Nick don't even see each other. It's like for the cameras now. He loves his drinks. He loves beer. And what they say is that after he's had a few beers, he gets really touchy-feely with other women. Like the young Asian brunette who he was adoring over the other night at the club. Whispering sweet nothings in her ear, Nick. And she's just one in a little string of women. He's really been partying it up recently. And she's not ready to have kids. He wants kids. She's 24. He's 31. Everything to me was done too young.
Yeah. Made a lot of money doing it, though.
Yeah, they made a lot of money doing it. When they got together, they had the vision of being these superstar singers. And now, they've become these popular people for a variety of reasons. And now she's still not ready to have the baby. And I understand what she's saying. It's just that, why don't you all put that as part of your vision? Let's use protection until, my 27th birthday or whatever. Or is Nick being unrealistic? Maybe they had that conversation and now Nick is just in a baby way. That baby thing is a big bone of contention in marriages. You got to have a plan. I was talking to a girlfriend of mine the other day, a very well-educated woman. She went to MIT. Does very well for herself. Her husband's a doctor. She's a lawyer, right? Not my friend Ritz. My friend Ritz is not married. So she's telling me that, first of all, their daughter now is 3. But when they first got married, all right, it's not a friend like this is a new acquaintance who, we could be friends. You know what I mean? You know how you meet somebody and you kind of see that, like, oh, yeah, well, this is one of those women. I met her. I was like, oh, you know what I mean? Age appropriate, we're the same age and stuff like that. So she was telling me that, she's got the 3-year-old. When she and her husband got married, there were no kids in the picture. And they never wanted to have kids. They just she wanted to pursue hard on the career track. You can imagine her parents spend all this money for MIT. She goes on to graduate school. She's career-minded. A good-looking woman in the Vanessa Williams tribe. Yeah, good-looking woman. Husband real successful and all like that. And so he had been, saying, as a matter of fact, oddly enough, the way we got started talking is because she said, my husband used you as an example. Like when I got back to New York, the husband said, well, Wendy's managing. I said, well, don't use me as an example. I'm a mess. But so they ended up taking off the protection and they have their baby and stuff like that. What is she going to do as a single woman, Jessica Simpson? I can't even picture her dating. I don't picture her having sex.
She just found her father, too.
I picture her like... She didn't just find her father.
Fired her father.
Oh, I know, from manager. Well, that was to appease Nick because the father was getting in the way of the relationship. She's a good-looking woman. I just can't picture her, Beyonce, or Oprah having sex. Or Jennifer Lopez, and doing anything effective. I picture them fanning the hair. You know what I'm saying?
J-Lo, too?
You know what? I go in and out with J-Lo. I got to be honest with you. Sometimes I picture her being wild. Yeah. Hey, Puff. And then other times I just picture her just laying there. Hey, Ben. And with Mark Anthony, I don't know what to picture. So I picture nothing. That's why I don't quite have a handle on it. Even like when I talked to her on the red carpet, the way she held her lips. How do you do? All tight. How do you do? I'll tell you what to watch out for. Let me tell you when the next Fire show's coming on. It was stunning to me, and it was the joke of the VH1 editing room. How do you do? Her lips are all tight and all Jackie O. Like she was trying to present something that she's not. You Jenny from the block, girl. I can't find my schedule. I'll get to it. Maybe I won't. Oh my gosh, we're already 25 minutes into this? Who wants to go see Lackawanna Blues? It's starring Rosie Perez, Louis Gossett Jr., Mos Def and stuff. All right, well, it's not go see. Actually, it's an advanced screening of HBO's Lackawanna Blues. And you'll also pick up the CD soundtrack, courtesy of WBLS. So caller number 11 is going to get that right now. You dial in, good luck. And do you know my little rapper friend, Little Miss Nana? She's in Newark. Like, every once in a while, I get handles. Like, there's this new gay reality show called The Cruise. And I gave all the information yesterday for the Rainbow Coalition if anybody wants to be a part of it. And if you're a casting agent or something like that, you get a handle on, auditions for a Broadway show or a new TV show or something like that, or commercial auditions, send them to me. There's so many people who listen to the show always asking, well, I want to be an actress. What do I do? And I don't know what to tell them. I tell them the usual. What's my answer always, Art? Buy the Ross Report. Yeah. And I learned that from you. Yeah. I've never had the desire, so I don't take acting courses. I don't know. So if you're in a position where you ever know about an audition and you're somebody of authority in the acting world, please, always contact your pal Wendy here. I'll get the word out for you because there's so many people who they fly into town to audition for a show.
FYI, Mark Anthony is hung like a horse.
I heard that about him, and he needs to be. All right, Trevor. Little Miss Nana is holding auditions for dancers. Now, this show is for the grown and sexy, so I would imagine that nobody dancing for Little Miss Nana is listening, but their parents are. So if you're a little bunchkin, would like to be a dancer for Little Miss Nana. In other words, a tweenie. A tweenie or maybe a teenager. You know what I'm saying? A tweenie's like 11 to 12. They don't like to be called kids at that age. So, tweenie. Hey, what do you say? Shout out to all the parents who know what I'm talking about. The tweenies today. Noggin. They're being held in Newark, New Jersey on 570 Broad Street on the 11th floor. I have a telephone number for more information because I don't know the exact day. 973-418-7000. To audition to be a backup dancer for Little Miss Nana, who's been touring the country on all kind of shows and opening acts and whatnot. She's from Newark. She's raps. 973-418-7000. Be ready. It's a real deal. If your kid gets the job, you got to choose. Are you going to be a stage mom or are you going to hold down your job at Verizon? We got to talk more about Bill Cosby. I mean, geez, Louise, just women just popping up every place. Bill, it's starting to get really embarrassing. All right, look, we're going to do the commercials. But I'm not moving. I'm not going to the bathroom. I'm not moving from this. I don't want to hear any music after the commercials. We'll just come back. Okay. All right, everybody, keep it here. You're listening, by the way, to 107.5 WBLS, where we feature today's R&B and classic soul and the Wendy Williams Experience. And Vaughn Harper's coming up at 7 o'clock with The Quiet Storm on your radio station, 107.5 WBLS.
Hey, what's up? This is China Doll General Hour, and you're listening to Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WBLS. Hey!
That's one of the terrible things about coming and doing an interview here when you're not in your right mind. We will never let you forget it, no matter what.
Hey, what's up? This is China Doll General Hour, and you're listening to Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WBLS.
God willing, I'm still on the radio 10 years from now. I'll still be running that Whitney Houston interview. She'll be 10 years sober, and she'll still have to deal with it. Because it happened. It's real. By the way, everybody, on Channel 13 tonight, PBS, they are broadcasting Slavery and the Making of America. It's a 4-part series. It begins tonight from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. And it's Black History Month, and so I just thought I'd pass that along to you. Plus, WBLS is getting ready to do something from the Harlem YM or YWCA, I'm not sure which one, in celebration of Black History Month. We've got a few things going on. Dear Wendy, damn. I'm a recently married woman of 1 year. I'm 28 and my husband, I'm 28 and my husband and I were together for 8 years. We have a 6-year-old daughter. Approximately a half year ago, we had a great big breakup because of maturity and me just basically giving him an ultimatum to get it together and move forward with this relationship. For approximately 2 weeks, we were separated and he had to jump off. The chick who he is admitted that longed for him for years. Well, she got pregnant. Damn, in a 2-week separation? I smell a divorce. Well, she got pregnant and she also admitted to poking a hole in the condom. Ooh. He gave her $700 for an abortion and she spent it on clothes. To make a long story short, he now pays child support and she wouldn't let him see the child. I just found out that she has a newly found monkey on her back by way of being an offender, Wendy. Wow. So she didn't spend the money on clothes for the abortion. She spent that money on coke. And her mother is taking care of the kid, Wendy. Should I allow my husband to see the kid? At first I said, never. No, don't see the kid, because she did it for me by not letting blah, 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 so on and so forth. Yeah, no, you shouldn't just let him see the kid. You need to call the authorities while she's bent over a mirror so that they take the child from her and the child is raised by you and your husband. That just comes from the wife's side of things. Yes, every child deserves to grow up with their mother, but you know what? That's how she asked my opinion. Can you afford it? Are you guys okay? Can you take custody? I'd have a PI on her ass so fast, taking all kind of pictures of her copping, of her using, the whole bit. Immediately have the authorities swoop down on the situation. The kid would be in the house living by the winter thaw, spring thaw. I don't know that it works that fast, but yeah, I'd let him see the child. The mother's a mess. Who knows who Everett Wilson is? I got this from TV Guide magazine. Do you guys get TV Guide? We get it with our cable, but I read it sometimes for the articles and stuff like that. I don't judge what's on TV by TV Guide. That's just, I'm too involved. He was 17, and they say he was a student and a Cosby Show child, and he died in a car crash. Oh. Who did he play? He's 17.
Oh, Nelson, one of the twins. Yeah. Nelson and Winnie? Yeah. The little boy twin? Little twin.
Yeah, those are the twins. Sandra's kids?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he died in a car crash. Everett Wilson was a good-humored teen who worked diligently at his church, dreamed of becoming a professional basketball player, and had just received his driving permit. He was killed February 3rd when the car he was riding in left the road, striking a utility pole and then a pickup truck along Route 25 in Fresh Pond, Long Island. He's a homeboy. The car's driver was arrested at the scene and charged with driving while intoxicated. His mother, Mary Lou Wilson, remembered him for his upbeat personality. Oh, here it says, the twins played Cosby's grandsons, Nelson and Winnie. Children of Sandra. So sad. So sad. Well, don't believe the hype about Drew Barrymore being engaged and getting ready to walk down the aisle. I don't know whether you were dwelling on that. I haven't spent much time dwelling on it at all. But something caught my eye. Usually when I see heated argument, that always, makes me want to, like, what? Well, apparently what they're saying is that eyewitnesses watched them a couple of weeks ago at a restaurant dinner here in New York. Drew soon ducked out, began a heated phone conversation, and shortly thereafter met up with Fabrizio at a nearby bistro called Pastis. As they left, Fabrizio brought Drew a rose from the street vendor, and everything is fine.
Oh, cool.
But other people are saying that their love woes in the relationship. I don't know. I don't really follow Drew Barrymore like that. I mean, I like her. I think she's cute. I think she's got a great personality. Whatever. All right, let's get back to Cosby before Vaughn comes. By the way, the person who's going to play Michael Jackson looks like a member of Menudo or something. He looks Cape Verdean. You understand what that is? Does anybody know what that is? That's not black. It's not Puerto Rican. But it's like a Puerto Rican swing on the Cape Verdean. When I was in school in Boston, I discovered Cape Verdeans. Who knew? A lot of Cape Verdeans live in the Martha's Vineyard, area, and the Cape Verde Islands are off the coast of. Anyway, the boy's name is Edward Moss. He's not a boy; he's actually a man, and he's going to be acting out the Michael Jackson part of the Michael Jackson drama, which, as you know, starts later on this month on E, and we'll all be watching that, right? Yeah. Here's what he looks like. I'm going to pass it around. I'll tell you exactly who he looks like so you can get a better look. The guy who's playing Michael Jackson was Malik Yoba's How You Doing partner on New York Undercover, Michael DeLorenzo. He looks like Michael DeLorenzo with a Cape Verdean swing. If you understand what I'm saying, I'll pass the picture. Did I call it or did I call it?
You did.
I called it. Why would this woman step up 30 years later? What good is this serving her? Bill Cosby has already, his roosts have come to roost, or whatever the old people say. You know what I mean? If Bill Cosby has done wrong in his life. It's all coming to the top now with this woman, the second one, plus the love child, Autumn, from the jump off and all. What purpose is this of this woman coming out and claiming? I don't even want to hear from her. Cause groped me.
Oh.
That's what she says. And she's a lawyer. She has an angle. What is the purpose of you coming out, woman? Her name is Tamara Green. Despite her name, no, she's not black. Tamara is, when you hear Tamara, don't you normally think black? It's like Vanessa Williams was with a white man named John Johnson. Did he look like a John Johnson to you? He reminded me very much of a well-appointed, he had virtually a tux on, didn't he? Very nice, thick, nice gray hair, just really a very regal man. He damn sure didn't look like a John Johnson. Anyway, Tamara Green is a white woman. And she says that she was groped by Bill Cosby 30 years ago. Last year, she was hit with a professional complaint. A former fashion model is urging investigators not to shrug off the Canadian woman, that's the most recent woman's claims, that Bill Cosby groped her. This claims that she was drugged and groped by Bill Cosby, claiming he did exactly the same thing to her 30 years ago. So he drugged her and groped her too 30 years ago. And I'm not saying this is not real, because where there's smoke, hey, I'm not saying anything, but I'm just, hey. All I'm trying to figure out is what is it serving this crow right here 30 years later to come out? Don't nobody care.
You could tell she was cute 30 years ago.
Oh yeah, she was a real looker. One of those Lindsay Lohan chicks.
Yeah, there you go.
See the red hair and the blue eyes? Mm-hmm. Yeah. She's 57 now. How old was she 30 years ago? 27?
Yeah.
Oh, see. And if Bill Cosby is 67, how old was he? 37. Well, she's now a Los Angeles lawyer and said she gave a statement about her encounter to detectives probing charges that were recently made regarding that woman in Canada. This woman is saying that she met Bill Cosby in the early 70s when she was featured in a TV ad for Coca-Cola, Pontiac, as well as Maybelline, and he invited her to lunch one day when she had the flu. Oh, here we go. During the meal, now mind you, he's been married to Camille he was married to her during that time. Okay. During the meal, she said he offered her some pills. Damn, Cos, you got an MO and everything, old man. She says, not long after, I was stoned without motor control. Oh, yeah. Cosby drove her home and started peeling off my clothes and handing them to me. She said, I was drugged and mugged. Cosby has denied. All right, blah, blah, blah. Last year, this lawyer Green, she was hit with 13 counts by the Bar Association, complaints of allegedly skipping town on 3 clients. And you see what this is about. Woman, you are the Corey Feldman of the Bill Cosby case. While we can find it easy to believe what you say, nobody cares. Corey Feldman, whatever he's about to say tomorrow or Friday night on TV, I believe. Because I think that Michael, you know what I think. But I don't care. Them pills. What are those pills?
Valiums.
Valiums?
You make her nice and sleepy and tired and relaxed.
Well, what do roofies do?
I never heard of a roofie till I met you.
Yeah, well, no, the roofies are the Mickeys. Oh. I mean, yeah, slip you a Mickey. That's a roofie. I mean, they call them all the date rape drug. Oh, yeah. I mean, they may be called something else if you're a man of a certain age. I don't know. True. Pills. Jeez. And all this time we were thinking it was the brown juice and the Chief. Pills are so neat and clean. You just, hey, look over there. Drop.
Yeah.
See? And while she turns around, drop. Art was talking about the abortion pill earlier. You don't want to hear what he was talking about. No, we won't even go into it.
Please, no.
Yeah, because it was one of those, hey, look over there, drop type conversations. So don't you dare talk about that on the radio. You know what I mean?
The interns looking at me like I said, calling down. There's a lot going on in the city, though.
Yeah, there is. We got the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience going down at the Laugh Factory. I am not all joked out. I am ready to laugh more and just have a great time. Have my drinks. Shout out to Ray at the House of Plenty. Food. Hawk. I'm going to get some Chinese food before the comedy show tonight, I think, though. Just a little something. You know, they put that stuff in it to call you back. What do you call that?
MSG.
Mm-hmm.
To call you back.
No, I've had Chinese food for about a month, and it's been calling me. I gotta get some.
I just want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to produce your show too. You know, I sometimes it hits me. You know how fortunate and blessed I am, and how I want to represent you at Lover Girl Entertainment Sex in the City party at the city when I.
Oh, the lesbian party on Friday night.
Yes. Strictly Chic enough scale, 23 age of older. Yeah,
that's gonna be nice. Where is it? That's at the city.
250 West 26th Street between 7th and 8th.
Listen, don't forget to bring a bobblehead doll. We said we were going to have a lookalike contest or something like that, right?
Yes.
I would love for you to meet Fendi Williams. That's the drag queen who affects my look, and she's the highest she's come is 3rd place that I know of. You know, people tell me when she performs, and she does me. I've never seen her though.
I want her on my guest list.
I mean, it's a lesbian party, but you know, Fendi. I know you're a man that talks or whatever, but you know. Shout out to the lesbian community.
Shout them out.
Yeah. I'm sorry I couldn't host that party myself on Friday. Going on vacation. I'm so excited. Got my vacation nails done today.
You're going to miss Medina's party too with the Cherry Lounge?
Yeah, I'm going to miss her party. I'm going to miss so much stuff on Friday. Jennifer Lopez, you know, I got the front row seats at the fashion show. Andy Hilfiger called up and invited me. And I'm going to miss the lesbian party, which I was supposed to be hosting at the city. So Art's going to be hosting it. And I'm going to miss Medina's party at the Cherry Lounge, which is every Friday. So that's not really a miss. That's just, I'll see you next Friday, Medina. And DJ Goldfinger and stuff. So in the meantime, we always have the Comedy Experience. And so for those of you who are coming, remember, doors open up at 8 o'clock. When you see me sitting over on the side with my drinks, if you happen to see me over there, because I'm always up and down and stuff, you know, come over and say hi. Not during the show, but I try to get there early, you know, before chit chat. And then Capone, hopefully he'll be on time. If not, Ken Black holds it down until Capone gets there. And the Laugh Factory is located at 42nd Street and 8th Avenue in Times Square. They give me the marquee on Wednesday nights. It's such a big deal to me. I take a picture with my little camera. It's a big deal, you know? Oh, look at my name on the marquee. It says Wendy Williams, WBLS VH1. All of a sudden I start saying, wow.
Have you stood in front of and took a picture of it yet?
No.
What you waiting on?
I'm waiting on somebody to please take the picture and not put their finger in the way of the camera. It's so stupid. It's so crazy. Wouldn't you think that that'd be a given picture? It's not. And it could all be over tomorrow. And I would never have the picture to show my son. Anyway, you guys, it's been fun. Got to run. The Vaughn Harper Quiet Storm is coming up next. Thank you once again to Vanessa Williams and Bushwick Bill for coming in. Vanessa Williams at Carnegie Hall on Friday night. You guys, this is a grown, sexy, sophisticated woman with a grown, sexy, sophisticated presentation. Her new CD is in stores now. It's called Everlasting Love. And you know what it is? It is the best of music that you fell in love with from back in the day, including... Well, I don't have the CD. But anyway, she does remakes in the Vanessa... One Less Bell to Answer. We played it earlier on the show. And can I tell you something else? This woman... Can I just take one more moment to just tell what kind of guts she has? She sang the theme song for She and Rick's wedding. That is the only new music on this CD. I said, that studio session must have been crazy. She said it was. And I didn't want to delve too far, but you know.
From a poem he wrote.
From a poem that he wrote to her. And it was... Sorry, Vanessa, I know you're still married. I don't want to talk greasy about him, just in case you take him back, but I'm just saying. From a poem he wrote to her about his love for her. Somebody turned it into music, and she's singing it on her CD. And she made this CD while they were going through the tumultuousness of him kissing the blonde on the cover of the Inquirer. And all. This is a hell of a woman. Go see her at Carnegie Hall on Friday if you want. 212-247-7800. Love you, Vanessa. Remember, everybody, your money goes to tsunami disaster. This concert's being put on by a number of people, but most definitely stamped and sealed by the WBLS faction. 212-247-7800. Call to get your tickets, or you can always listen to win. And Vaughn Harper is next with The Quiet Storm. I love you guys for listening today, and please come back tomorrow. It's Wendy Williams Experience from 2 to 7 p.m. right here on 107.5 WBLS. Bye-bye.
The Wendy Williams broadcast day has completed.
Aw, man!
And WBLS music starts next.